Welcome to Alta High School here in Sandy, Utah. A rivalry renewed tonight here on Game Night Live. Thursday edition as the Alta Hawks host the Bingham Miners in a 6A versus 5A matchup. Jeremiah Jensen, Steven Sylvester with you, as always, here on Game Night Live. Sly, I love this because I covered those old Bingham Alta matchups and rivalries a few years ago. They were awesome. And both of these schools want to get back to those glory years. We talked to the coaches this week. That means a lot to both teams. Yeah, both of these guys are homers. Both of these coaches mean a lot to both of these high schools, so I absolutely love it. Bingham's coming in off of a tough loss last week. Left a lot on the field, Coach said. And so they're looking to get a chip off the shoulders. Alta with an emotional win last week against Springville. This is going to be an absolute slugfest. This game, Coach Blake Burdett said that this game is going to come down to the fourth quarter. So whoever doesn't bend and doesn't break at the end will come out victorious. And some of those key players are going to make the difference in this game. Let's get to those players to watch. It's brought to you by our friends at Trucordia. Sly, we'll start with the Bingham Miners. Yeah, man, Monson Takuafu, my guy, he's a Utah commit. I love to say I'm sure you Utah love that. Commit. He is 6'4", all of 235. He is the heart of the defense. This guy gets up and down the field, sideline to sideline, plays everywhere. You want an emotional leader, you got that. You want a vocal leader, you got that. You want a physical leader, you got that in Monson Takuafu. This guy gets it done, has put in a lot of work in this offseason to lead this football team. And then we got Jaden Cumbie, man. So Coach told us a great story of he's very close with Eric Weddle down in San Diego. They did a San Diego tournament, and Jaden Cumbie just went down there and absolutely tore it up. This guy came away from that camp with all the California kids, all the Arizona kids, everybody. He came away with 9 or 10 double-digit offers. College has seen him and like, this is the guy that we want. This guy also is what they define as a freak athlete. Number 0, you're going to see him all over the place, playing safety, playing offense. This guy is all over the place tonight. We're going to say his name a lot from the Bingham Miners. As we switch to the home team, Sly, they brought in a senior quarterback that's got a lot of moxie. He's got a little jersey. It's Max Kachi. Yeah, man. Xavier Kachi. Sorry, it's Xavier Kachi. Max is the other brother. You got the twins mixed up there. Brothers on the team. It's all too many Kachis. Xavier Kachi brings it all to the table, right? What I absolutely love is Coach Burdett is an old school coach. He's like, you came to this school, that's great, but we're not going to just give it to you, right? You got to earn it, and that's exactly what Xavier Kachi and his brother both understood as they came to this team. We got to earn the respect. You got to earn that starting position. Xavier Kachi is the definition of a leader. Coach Burdett says this guy comes in, the team loves him, they rally around him, he leads this football team. He is poised, he does great things in the pocket, makes the right decisions, and puts Alta exactly where they want. And then we got to have their guy, Charlie Gates. He is a two-way starter. We're going to say his name all over the place tonight. This guy is a DN, tight end, gets in the backfield on defense and causes havoc all over the place. He's a two-way starter, absolute monster. Both sides of the football, you're going to see this guy tear up the football field today. I'm excited for this matchup. There are your players to watch, brought to you by Trucordia. Both teams on the field right now. The Bingham Miners in white jerseys, Alta in black jerseys. We're a minute away from this one. An old school feel here, but teams that are trying to establish a new legacy, a new identity, and both teams hoping to compete for a state championship. And you're right, Sly, Alta made a big statement last week, beating a fellow 5A state title contender in Springville, a game where they had to come from behind. Coach Burdett talked about how that could have gone the other way. And last year it probably would have gone the other way. Yeah. But this year, this team's got a different moxie and a different swagger to them. They know how to come back. They have confidence they can come back and win a football game, and that had to do wonders for their confidence. Yeah, but that's exactly what we talk about, right? That's about developing programs. And when kids transfer over, it's hard to instill that one culture into that program, but that's exactly what Coach Burdett has been able to do. He's been able to instill that culture in here. They haven't had that ability to finish games in the past, but this year Coach Burdett wanted to point out that they have better leaders. They have better leaders on this football team ready to lead, starting with Xavier Kachi. You always have to have your quarterback be your best leader, and that's exactly what they have. Xavier Kachi is going to lead this football team to a great season this year. Coach Burdett is extremely happy with all the assets that he has around on this football team this year. Head coach Josh Johnson, the Bingham Miners, no stranger to the program, played at Bingham, has coached in some capacity at Bingham for 18-plus years. He was part of those glory years. He was on those staffs. He understands their tradition. He understands what Bingham Miner football means, and he's trying to restore this program back to its former glory. It's not going to happen overnight.
No.
But they've got some really, really good young players in this program. It helps when you get guys like Monson that are moving on to the next level, and they're building something here. And it's not easy in Region 2 now with Mountain Ridge and Harriman and Westlake elevating and becoming a great team. So the competition each and every week is fierce, and this is no different this week as we have Alta and Bingham clashing head-to-head.
Well, I absolutely love what Coach Johnson has been saying. I like his makeup. He's definitely a homer. I like guys who understand their calling. Coach Johnson understands that. I like to coach. I've been doing it for almost 20-plus years in the making, and so he understands what great – he's been part of those great state championship Bingham football teams, so he understands exactly what – he's been at Bingham for 18-plus years, as you said. He understands what it is and absolutely loves his football team. His biggest thing is this sophomore quarterback, Dawson Knox, who you guys are going to see up first here. He says he's the best sophomore that he's ever seen come through here. And that's saying a lot. As he said, this guy's been in the trenches, been with this program, seen some great teams, been around the block a bit in his college tenure and all of his years of football, and said Dawson Knox brings the most to the table. As a sophomore, this guy's going to get it done. Absolutely solid, big, strong, poised kid who can stand in the pocket, take the heat, and make right decisions, man. And that's why he got the nod at being quarterback this year, because he does everything the right way. So Dawson Knox is a player to watch tonight for Bingham.
Here is the sophomore, number 10, Knox Dawson. We'll get our first look at him tonight.
You know,
it's not easy to be a sophomore to run a team full of seniors. Here he goes. And it's a handoff right up the middle. Tui Kolovatu. We're going to do this all night.
I keep doing
Knox
that.
Dawson, Dawson Knox.
I did that.
We all know why you're doing it.
Yeah, I interviewed the coach this week, and I kept saying Dawson Knox too. Dawson Knox is the tight end for the Buffalo Bills, and so I just keep getting it mixed up. But it is Knox Dawson, and I'll try to get that straight, so please forgive me ahead of time.
We've all made that mistake this week. Knox Dawson at quarterback, trips to the right.
It's a big old line they got here.
That's never been a problem at Bingham. They've always had size. This year's no different. Right back up the middle. Bingham is going to go black and blue here early. Up the middle and use that size to their advantage. That's going to move the chains for a first down.
Absolutely great job. I like offenses that run the football. There's no messing around. No pullers, no outside yet. I'm going straight downhill, especially when you got a big old line like this. You get to move bodies. That's exactly what Bingham is doing. They are wedging that front. They call it double-double. They double down on their one technique, three technique, and move guys, get as many yards as possible. If they get 4 yards, 5 yards per carry, that gets it done.
Tusi again. Right back to him. Actually, this is Tovo Paella. Tovo Paella, number 2 on the carry.
Yeah, Tusi went out on that first run. He got slammed to the ground. I think he'll be back, but he got kind of shaken up on that play, so he's out. But Tovo has had the last 2 carries, and he's done great in replacement of Tusi there.
So 2nd and 5 for Bingham. Dawson calls for the snap. He's going to hand it off again. Another run. Run heavy for Bingham right now in between the tackles, and they're winning that battle all the way up to the 45-yard line is Paella.
And this is the traditional Bingham you're used to seeing, right? Run the football, establish your physical dominance. And you can kind of hear it from Coach Johnson's voice as this is what he want to do. I want to establish my physicality on our opponent this week and take out a little bit of my frustrations from last week.
Coming off that heartbreaking loss to Farmington, 11-8. Lose on a field goal in the final moments. Trying to finish this one off tonight. Under 10 minutes to play, 9:51 to go. Another handoff, another run. Paella. This time he's wrapped up quickly. Up to midfield. The tackle made by number 8, who is not on the roster I have. I apologize for that. We'll try to get that number. Give him some credit here shortly. Early season rosters are a work in progress.
They're always a bit tricky.
First pass for Knox. Throws outside.
Great
Catch is
throw.
made at the 40-yard line.
Great throw. Well, one, that pass had some zip on it, right? That was really good. Normally that pass is a little floated. He's got to get it a little more outside because you want to get it in between the sideline and the receiver. That was a little inside, but it made it. The defender didn't turn around, so the receiver had it. Great throw right there by Dawson Knox.
Evan Ike, the receiver.
Got trips formation up top there. You got a run heavy look by the offensive line. See if they go back to the run.
Dawson will throw again. Quick bubble screen to the left. Decent gain on first down. Catch was made by Manatui Angulau.
So option throw right there for
Sorry, that was
Knox,
Beckham
Dawson.
Greaves. Beckham Greaves on the catch.
Gosh, I said Dawson Knox again. All right, we got it. We cleared it up. We're good. Knox, Dawson. That was an option throw. He could have handed it off or thrown the screen there. He just chose to throw the screen because he felt like he had better numbers on the outside. But great play. He picked up 3 yards. That's a good pickup on first down.
Alta showing blitz. Dawson takes a snap, and we've got
false start there.
some motion.
Great job.
Showing blitz worked.
It did. That was why I love playing defense, because I don't like sitting still. I got ADHD. I got something where my grandma used to say I got ants in my pants is what she used to say. But I like to
Is that a
move
medical
around.
diagnosis?
My PC didn't say that.
Is there a vaccine for that?
But I love being able to do that. I've gotten a lot of people to jump offside just by my pre-snap movements.
They bring the blitz this time. The sophomore's in trouble, but he escapes the rush and throws. Rolling to his left, and it's incomplete.
Wow.
A good effort by Knox to get away from the pressure, throw against his body, but the pass is incomplete, and it'll bring up third down.
I know some of the professionals make rolling out like that look easy. That is not an easy thing to do. You got heat coming on you because you don't know the angle that the linebacker or blitzer is taking right there. But for you to be able to roll out and still be able to square your feet, throw the football is a great thing.
Third down, Alta brings the house again. Knox is in trouble, trying to get away, throws the ball in the air, incomplete. Pressure comes. Hosni Suleiman.
Now,
the first there.
Now, with high school rules, does that have to get back to the line of scrimmage? Because I don't think it did.
They'll discuss
He was
it.
out of the pocket, but I don't think it got back to the line of scrimmage. And
Judgment call, was that because of the pressure applied?
Exactly, right? Did the
hit that he
affect,
took.
Yes, and so that might have been the call there.
I
That's
see no
something
flags.
to watch there as a young sophomore quarterback. Make sure that he understands what an intentional grounding is here with the UHSAA high school rules here. But great job escaping, got rid of the football. Now you get to play field position. You get to pin out to deep on their side of the field. Ooh.
Didn't finish with the score, but a decent drive to start the game for Bingham. And that punt is staying in play,
Wow.
rolling down to the 3-yard line. A terrific punt. Number 88. I think that was Charlie
great
Olsen
job.
punting.
Great job by the punter right there at pinning him. But even that was a great job by Alta's return man, because I was looking at him and the ball was clear on the other side there. But even better job by the punter at pinning him down in that corner, which is exactly what you want to do. Awesome job right there. As we said, it's a field position game right here. So now they got 97 yards to get a touchdown, which is not easy to do. Hopefully you can force a 3 and out, get them to punt it, and you only have 50 yards to work with. That is the name of the game, is working this field position game. So Bingham doing exactly what they want to do here early.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Alta at their own 3-yard line. 8:21 left to play first quarter. Now we get to see Kachi under center. Quickly throws it outside. Good gain on first down. Catch was made by number 5, Lucas Pagel, one of their leading receivers,
Yeah.
and a returner from last year that they really like.
Well, Coach said that they got 2 good running backs, and you can see that. When you look at the stats from last week, these guys are eerily similar. Lucas Pagel had 12 carries for 30 yards and a touchdown. Trevin Cook is the other 1-2 punch in that backfield who had 13 carries for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, you're going to get some running yards there by Xavier Kachi. He had 90 yards last week as well. So there's going to be a lot of running in this offense. A lot of weapons, thunder and lightning, what they call in that backfield right there. with Pagel and Cook.
Kachi, who was a star at Skyline last year, now running this offense at Alta. They're going to go to the run again, but not before the whistle blows.
It's nice. It's early in the season, so a lot of people like to work that hard count stuff, but you end up getting your own team instead of getting your opponent.
Takes away a lot of that game by Pagel on first down.
Yeah. So now they're back to the 4.5-yard line now, so about second down and 8, second down and 9. You need to get to the 14-yard line for a first down here.
They use all the play clock here. Kachi looking deep now. He's going to avoid the rush. Steps up and runs. He can do this. Big, strong, great athlete. Kachi had a lot of rushing yards and touchdowns last season. Gives them a little bit more breathing room. It'll be third down and about 3 yards to go. They got to get out to the 14-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, Xavier Kachi, the senior, looks extremely strong at that quarterback position. Good decision maker right there. It wasn't there. He pulled that down and gained 5 yards, gained those penalty yards back, makes it third down and manageable. So you could run here, you could throw a short pass here, you could open up the playbook here on third down because of that.
Trips to his right, Kachi throws it outside, a little high, and defense is right there to make the play. A big hit delivered. I got Marlon Laban on the roster, number 3 on defense, making the stop.
Right. I understand that play, what they're trying to do there. I don't like the lateral movement right there. You're third down and 3. You got to do something that's right in front of you. That's got to be quick, especially they were man-to-man coverage right there. In order for you to win on that, you got to have numbers. You got to have 3 against 2. They were 3 on 3 right there. That is in the defense's favor. And that just wasn't a good look there by that offense. But, again, what we talked about with Bingham, Pena and Alta back on their end. Now Alta's punting from their 6-yard line. This is exactly what you want for Bingham.
Delayed punt, nice and high, not long, but it takes an Alta bounce all the way to midfield. So a fortunate bounce for Alta. Bingham, for them, this is a good field position starting point for this drive. Almost where their drive ended on the last series. So
picked up where they left off.
They'll pick up right where they left off here at the 49-yard line. 5:37 left to play here.
It's a great punt there by Madden McAllister right there. We're going to say his name often. He's the younger brother of the All-State kicker, Jack McAllister, as well. And Coach says that Madden's a bit better, right? He's more of a technician. And he's just a junior, man, so you're going to be able to say his name a lot here these next couple years.
We've got Dad sitting in the stands with the shirt that says, "I'm just here for the kicker." Knox throws out of the backfield. He connects. Catch is made by Tui Kolavatu.
Great job right there. Great decision, right? We always talk about taking what the defense gives you. So what BYU is going to have to understand with Bear Bachmeier. They're going to be covered on the other side. Don't try to force things in. Take what the defense gives you. That little check down route got you 12 yards, automatic first down right there. And you're able to move the sticks, exactly what you want to do. You don't want the home run every play, but you do want to be moving towards your goal. And if they're giving you a check down, I'll take the check down for 12 yards.
Alta showing blitz again. They've been very aggressive defensively. But Bingham up front is moving bodies, and that's a first down run. Tui Kolavatu again.
You're going to have to shout out that O-line.
Yards.
That O-line is moving, guys. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that O-line is wedging. As I said, I don't like the messing around. Don't give me the pullers. Give me the double-double. Let me establish that I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, and I'm going to move the line of scrimmage, right? Because that's where games are won and lost, is at the line of scrimmage, and I'm going to show you that I can control that. And that's exactly what Bingham is trying to do here with their big offensive line. They are going to move guys off the ball to reestablish the line of scrimmage 4 or 5 yards down the field before Tissie's even contacted.
That's a 12-yard gain, and it's a first down for Bingham at the Alta 26-yard line. Knox claps for the ball, and he's got it. But, big hit delivered in the backfield. He was met at the mesh. Wow. Dawson saves the day for Bingham, gets the recovery. But that was a flash of lightning that got in there. Okay, who is that number 8 again?
I think that was Mason.
Is that number 6, Mason Clark?
I think that was Mason Clark.
Clark.
Who came on the blitz there, the nickel blitz there. It's a great job by him. It had head in front, right? He head in front. His head got on the football right there and dislodged the football right there on the solid tackle in the backfield. Absolutely stellar job with the technique.
What a play by Clark. Knocks Dawson, throws it to his left. Nothing there. Alta's defense is there to swallow that up.
Can't do that to the boundary. Unless you have Randy Moss, you can't do that to the boundary.
Yeah.
That is so dangerous, especially in high school. As we said, those hashes are wider, which means from the hash at the sideline is closer than college football, closer than the professional ranks. So doing a short pass like that to the sideline, you're actually at a deficit, and you don't have as much room as what would be designed on your traditional Madden playbook.
So now this drive going backwards, 3rd and 15 for Bingham. Dawson will throw. Dawson under duress. Rolls right and throws. Going to the end zone. Tipped away, incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by Ryland Clayton. He was there to knock it away. A great effort by Dawson to avoid the rush, but it's incomplete. And Bingham, once again, will have to give up the ball. Unless they try a long field goal here, it looks like that might be what they're doing. So Tucker Brown is the kicker. They're waiting for the holder to come out here. 15 seconds and counting on the play clock. They will place the ball at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 48-yard field goal attempt for Tucker Brown. The hold is down. He could not get the kickoff.
Intercepted.
And now Alta's got a shot. No, Bingham does a great job bringing him down. That could have been dangerous. A successful stand by the Alta defense once again.
Mason Clark with a great play right there, but great job by the rush. That was just a mishandled snap, and the kicker didn't trust it. And so he hitched that, and that's all you need to dislodge a kicker off of their steps to make that happen right there. Oh, my gosh, great job by Alta at coming back and saving that drive. Looks like a penalty on Alta here. I wish we could hear the ref because depending on the unsportsmanlike penalty, a player could be potentially a warning or almost out of the football game based off of what happened. And I know that unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, he's talking to Clark right now.
Yeah, that unsportsmanlike penalty had to be some words that were said or something in that scrum because I didn't see any pushing or anybody in anybody's face or anything.
Well, a minor setback for Alta after a great sequence. They're now going to have to start this drive at their own 24-yard line with 3:34 to go in the first quarter.
A little breathing room.
A lot more than the last drive where they started at their own 3.
So Xavier Kachi's not backed up against his own end zone. Can open the playbook up a little bit more here. But as I said, you got 2 great running backs in Cook and Pagel. Let's see what they do.
Kachi's going to throw it. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now the rush comes. Kachi almost avoids it, but he goes down. That's a sack for Bingham. First one there, number 33. Drew Finau.
Great job. It's great pressure right there. It's staying with it, right? As soon as that quarterback, he went off his second and then third progression, and then boom, you're right there. And that's coverage, right? That's a coverage sack, right? Yeah. That's not open on the back end, making the quarterback hold it just a little bit longer. And Finau comes off of his block and gets that play right there. Great job at staying with it and keeping with a great motor and getting after the quarterback.
Be 2nd down and 11 after the sack. Man, a motion. Kachi's going to throw quickly. Tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Great tip.
Incomplete. A great job. This Bingham defense has been tough.
Yeah. That's exactly what Coach Johnson said. He's like, our defense, man. It is real.
That was not a problem last week.
Yeah.
J. Lee Thompson with the knock down the defensive end there.
Says we got big guys all across the board. When you have your coach saying that you're big, you got to be big because we know your opponents are saying that you're big. But if your coach says like our guys are big, these guys are big, which is our collegiate level D-line size they have over there, and they get after the quarterback, which is exactly what Coach Johnson wants.
So on 3rd down, Kachi looking downfield, steps up, throws deep. Down the middle of the field. The runner falls down, the receiver falls down, no flag. Fans want a flag, they're not going to get it here on the out the side. Jaden Cumbie in coverage. Let's take a closer look, Sly.
I don't know what the referee saw there, but that's a flag. You got a hit on the quarterback, but that's a flag. You can't trip the receiver. I know incidental contact. The good thing for the defender is that he was looking back at the football, but still you had the run. Tie goes to the runner in baseball. Tie goes to the receiver and open. Here you got to give him the ability to catch a football, even if it's incidental. That's a flag. The ball wasn't even there to be contested. Like if it's a contested ball, that's in question. But that ball wasn't even there before the receiver fell down or got tripped up by the defender.
Tough call for Alta, another 3 and out. They're going to have to punt. It's going to take an Alta bounce, another great punt.
Great job.
All the way down to the 30-yard line.
Great job by Madden.
Great job to flip the field. That punt by number 15, Madden McAllister.
Just here for the kicker, baby.
They need to sell more shirts.
Oh, yeah.
We're all just here for the kicker now.
Yeah, that was an excellent punt right there by Madden McAllister. It's hanging high, allowing his guys to get down there. And then even afterwards, you get a good roll where you get at least 8 yards on the roll. That's incredible punt right there by McAllister.
So Bingham ball once again, their third drive here in the first quarter. No points on the board for either team. 2:26 left to play in the first quarter. Knox Dawson takes a snap. Back to his running back. Tui Kolavatu wrapped up, but not before he gets a big game. He's still going all the way down to the marker. What an effort by Tui Kolavatu. You got shaken up earlier. Looks fine to me, Sly.
Oh, yeah. He got shaken up on that first play of the game, went out for the next 3 plays, and then came back, and he's ready to go. That was a big gain on first down, 9 yards. This opens up. This is where you take your shot, right?
Yeah.
You got a second down and 1, where you know you can pick up 1 yard on third down with any type of run play because of the way that your offensive line is run blocking. But you take a shot right here.
They're going to run instead, and they go back to number 2, and he's got the edge. Tovo Paella into Alta territory, down to the 40-yard line. Another Bingham first down.
How about that? It's a great job right there, but there was a penalty flag, which it's either offsides or illegal shift by the offense. There was something that went on there that happened.
Things felt a little off at the snap, to be honest.
Right at the snap. Yeah, illegal shift is going to move Bingham back 5 yards, so it's going to make it second down and 6.
So the officials caught that?
That illegal shift is just 2 guys moving, right? They had a motion guy, and then another guy was moving at the same time. And so they're going to bring that one back. Second down and 6, still not terrible, but you don't get to open the playbook the way you did. You don't have the pressure on the defense the way that they did there. But Tovo with a great run right there is unfortunately going to be taken back.
So it'll be second down and 6. After the penalty. 1:41 left to play in the quarter. Another handoff. Oh, great tackle. Guess who? Number 6, Mason Clark in there.
Wow.
For another TFL.
Great job. The way he's blitzing is like the way Troy Polamalu blitzed. He came in because he knew he wasn't a part of the blocking scheme. All linemen have certain people that they need to block. From the D-line to the linebackers, that's their blocking scheme. Troy came in there and understood that he's not even looking at me. Even if I line up right in front of him, he's not paying attention to me. And that's exactly what Mason Clark is doing. He is blitzing with aggression and getting in that backfield.
Alta brings pressure again. Knox throws it to the right. Can't drop it in the bucket. The receiver could not get there. That was number 5, Ryder Singley.
Ryder Singley.
So a 3 and out for Bingham.
I don't think that he thought he was going to get thrown the ball there. He kind of slowed down before his break on his fade route right there because the way the defender was sitting, he's like, oh, the defender's in good position, so I kind of slowed down a bit. But Knox was like, I'm throwing this thing. You got space on the edge right there. Keep running. I believe if he would have kept running, he would have ran under that and had an opportunity to catch that.
Neither team so far tonight has converted a third down. Big punt here. Plenty of room to run, though. Return is on by number 12, Rylan Clayton. He gets a few yards before he's taken down out to the 25-yard line.
Great coverage there by Cole Metchling right there. It's very hard to make an open field tackle, but he does that. Crowds the space, make sure the runner doesn't have too many ways to go there, and closes the gap extremely well right there. Great job there.
So Alta will get their third possession of this quarter. 50 seconds left. Kachi and company will try to get something going here. Handoff to Hagel. Bouncing outside.
Oof.
Couldn't get away, though. Nice tackle made by number 44.
Mason Tukuafu, man. I was watching him the whole time on that play. Excellent scrape technique, right? That's normally you get to college and they got to teach you how to do that, but the way that he came downhill, came right off of the blocker right there, and then solid wrap-up tackle. You can see why he's a Utah commit. Great job there by Mason Tukuafu. He's playing middle linebacker right in the middle of the defense right there. You'll be able to track him, and believe me, he's going to be making a lot of tackles tonight, is Mason Tukuafu.
So Utah Utes fans, keep your eye on number 44 tonight for Bingham. Future Ute. Off to a great start tonight. Kachi on second down. Kachi's going to run. He has to scramble. Fighting off runners. This is where he's great. He's so strong. Up to the 30-yard line. He's tough to bring down, but they do bring him down for a short gain. So Alta looking at third down and about 6.
Great job there by Marlon Labin right there at the linebacker position. It's what Coach Johnson did say, is that their front seven is solid and elite, and that was a great tackle right there as the QB broke down the pocket.
That is the end of the first quarter. Bingham, nothing, Alta, nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action on Game Night Live, Thursday edition.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
TapSpend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Welcome back to Alta High School, Game Night Live Thursday edition. That is the #1 student section in the country right there.
Wow.
They earned that honor this week, being celebrated on social media. We'll hear from them later on in the show. They're going to show us why they're #1 in the state. Meanwhile, Bingham and Alta here. No score after the first quarter. Sly, 5 first downs for Bingham, 0 for Alta. 0 for 3 on third down, 0 for 2 for Alta on third down. It's been tough for these offenses to get going.
Well, yeah, especially Alta's. Bingham, they're moving the ball. They're getting first downs, just not on third down. But I absolutely love the way these defenses are coming up. When you want to talk about great defenses, coaches talk about stats. It's red zone defense and third down defense. How are we getting off of the field when we have the opportunity? We have the opportunity to get off the field on third down, and both of these teams are doing it, man. I got to go back to the quote from Coach Burdett, man. He was talking about how this game is going to come down to the wire, right? Both of these teams are doing good. He understands that, you know, it's about the fight, and that's what he was instilling in these guys. He's like, look, you may not see it early, you may not see it in the middle of the game, but when that fourth quarter shows, that's when our conditioning is going to come into play. That's when our focus is going to come into play. That's when our pre-snap and mental toughness has to come in and be established in this football game is late in that fourth quarter. And you can see it here. This is like a traditional Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen matchup right here, where it's stalemated throughout the whole game. You have no idea who's going to win until that final 5 minutes of the game where they try to separate themselves. And so that's exactly, if you pay attention, Coach Burdett is bringing the guys together. And if I could tell you, if I could bet money, that's what he's trying to say. Stick with it.
It's one of these deals where we're starting the first quarter with bring the coaches to the center of the field with the officials talk, and now they got to go talk to their players. So we're already at that point here. So a little bit of a warning given to both teams to, I guess, you could say, cool it.
Well, it's a great thing that they're doing at the beginning of the season, because
Yeah.
you saw it a lot last week too.
Yeah.
And the referees are trying to establish themselves for the season, not just this game, but for the season. This is a huge point of emphasis for us referees, is to cool this out. We want to play football. All the extracurriculars are not good in this football game. Play football.
And let's do that right now. We start the second quarter with Alta at the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Kachi trying to complete the pass, does not. All over him on defense. Number 27 in coverage is Austin Larson, the inside linebacker.
Yeah, he's that other linebacker here on this great Bingham defense. Again, 0 for 3 for Alta here on 3rd down here. There's a great job by that defense. Their linebackers are playing stellar coverage, right? Yes, they're blitzing. Yes, they're playing the run really well, because this is an outstanding running football team. Alta's an outstanding running football team. Those linebackers are scraping and doing filling gaps and holes exactly the way you want them to right there, and then or playing good coverage in the back end.
McAllister to punt, gets it away. Not as high this time, but it takes another big bounce. It will be returned. This is number 14. Chance Marty, and he's brought down quickly.
Great job. Oh, my gosh. Another good punt right there, allowing the coverage to get it. Way to flip the field right there for McAllister. But it's about a 45-yard punt right there. It was a great job of setting the stage, allowing his coverage to get down there. It didn't punt it directly at the returner, so the returner had to go get it. It's a great job right there. This would be another thing come down late into the 4th quarter. Special teams is going to play a good role in that. And they have one of the best kickers in the state.
You don't get enough credit for having a good kicker until you don't.
And until you need it, you
then
don't
it becomes
recognize.
really obvious.
Yes.
Bingham's first possession of the second quarter. They're going to stick to this. They haven't been able to finish drives with this style, but it has been getting yards.
Exactly, right? So it's like, are they going away from it when they don't need to? Are they doing those? Because right now, Alta's doing a great job of filling. They got great speed. We've seen that from their TFLs and whatnot. So the smoke screens aren't working. So if I'm Bingham, I'm going away from the smoke screen game, and I'm hitting that straight downhill with what's working. You pound, pound, pound till they load the box, and then you hit them over the top.
Another run again.
It's confusion.
And Alta gets the tackle this time, a couple of yards gained, but it makes a lot of sense for Bingham to use their size advantage. They got 2 senior running backs. Take pressure off your sophomore quarterback, establish a run, and try to establish a lead here.
Yeah, there was a little confusion on that running thing right there, but there's going to be games in this, or there's going to be downs here in this football game where Knox has got to step up. He's got to make, and this is one of them. This is one of the things. It's 3rd down and 5. You got to do something here. You need some spark on your team here. Make sure your team stays in it. It's been a very stalemate game, but you need a big play right here from Knox.
3rd and 5. Alta brings the heat. Knox stays in the pocket, connects with the receiver. Up to midfield, just short at the 49-yard line. That catch was made by Beckham Greaves.
Great job here. Watch his point. This is what Coach Johnson pointed out. Poise in the pocket. Stays in, great pocket, first of all, by that offensive line. But stays in the pocket, eyes up. First option was out, which was the out route. That's a safe route. And then that option coming back in was Greaves. He came wide open. Great route. Great throw, great job.
Back to the run game right up the middle, and it's going nowhere. Great stop.
Item of note, too, that was the first 3rd down conversion of the game.
Sophomore
for
Thomas
EDT.
Deckard in there on the rush. If Deckard is a name that Utah football fans are familiar with, it's because his father, Sheldon Deckard, was a great, great linebacker for Utah back in the day. Following in Dad's footsteps here tonight. 9:35 to play in the half. Another toss down the middle, same play. Greaves again. He's taken down hard, but not before he's got a first down inside the 30. So just as we were talking about Knox Dawson making some plays in the pass game, Sly, the sophomore delivers.
Yeah, and that's a very similar play to the 3rd down conversion that they had right there. Waiting, very patient in the pocket right there, and delivers a strike for 21 yards to Greaves.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Bingham at the 28-yard line. They'll throw again over the middle. They found something here, and it's complete. Catch is made, 3 straight completions. Chance Marty.
Stellar job. This is great throws. This is very great throws. That was tight coverage on the back end, but a great tight spiral right there by Knox Dawson to get that ball right into his receiver right there. There is no criticism on that. That is delivering the football exactly what you want to. But now you're here in the red zone. Look, there's no safeties. Everybody's flat. You got some pressure coming. What are you going to do? You got one-on-one on the outside. You got flat cornerbacks. Everybody's on the same level. That's man-to-man out there. You're going to run the football.
Tui Kolovatu. Tusi Tui Kolovatu with another carry, his 8th of the game. Short gain, bring up 2nd down. Now in the red zone is Bingham. They finally got a 3rd down conversion on this drive, and now they're over 100 yards. They have 120 total yards in the game compared to Alta's 14.
Again here, you're going to have no back safeties here. Everybody's on the same level.
Dawson throws over the middle, the back of the end zone, incomplete. He had to rush it. He was open. He'll want that one back.
Yeah, he felt him. He felt him. He was open. He had him there. Just a little bit more touch. And those are the hardest passes. When he's wide open, you get so excited yourself that you don't understand your release point and you put a little bit more on it than you think.
It's a 3rd down. Another 3rd down in this game. Let's see if they can convert. They've got to get inside the 5. Dawson back to pass. Throws over across the middle. Brought in.
Grease.
Touchdown Bingham. What a catch. No, they're going to say it's incomplete. It touched the turf. Oh, he went up high and got it. It looked like he got it on the 2nd attempt.
They're going for it.
But the officials say it touched the carpet. Let's take another look.
They don't have replay down there, but I thought it was a catch. I know he bobbled it, but let's see here.
It did hit the ground.
Tip of the ball hit the ground right there. Incomplete.
Good
Great
call
job
by
by
the
the referee.
Tough break for Bingham.
Oh, they're going to call a penalty on Alta. Hands to the face.
There is a marker.
Going to be an automatic 1st down with hands to the face.
They're discussing it right now.
Yeah, half the distance to the goal here.
So that's a huge break for Bingham. Let's see what the call is, but if that goes their way, this is a huge break.
6-7 yard line. This should end up if they're going half the distance here.
I don't believe it's a 1st down, though.
No, it's not, because the 1st down marker's at the
Correct.
5. So it'll be 3rd down still because they get the down back. Oh, man, give the ball to Tovo or Tussie, man. You're 2 good running backs. You got a big offensive line and get in that end zone. I wouldn't mess around. You got 3rd down and 2 here. You got 2 downs to get the 1st down. You got flat feet right here by the defenders.
3rd down and 1. The good news, it's not 4th down. They'll replay 3rd down with the penalty yardage. So it is 3rd down and 1.
Play clock's at 15, 14. They got time. See what you're seeing. One-on-one down here on the boundary.
Knox Dawson takes a snap, hands it off, trying to get outside, trying to fight his way to the goal line. He's got a 1st down. So Alta does a great job keeping out of the end zone, but Bingham will move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, man, this is some tough football. I absolutely loved everything about this play, offensively and defensively. Defensively is what you want. They want a north and south play to go east and west. That's what they do. They spill everything, make it go east, southwest. Allow your scrapers to make that play. That guy's got to go take his legs. You got to take his legs at that 6-yard line because he's going to turn that corner on you. Can't tackle high. He's got to tackle a little lower, and that's going to save those couple of yardage and possibly force a 4th down. Wow, it's a great football right here.
Alta takes a timeout to talk this over. 7:45 left to play here in the half. We'll take a very quick break while they do. We got Bingham at the 3-yard line, knocking on the door when we come back. 10 plays. Thank you. Welcome back. Both teams on the field. First and goal at the 3-yard line for Bingham. The 10th play of this drive. The Alta defense trying to keep the Miners out of the end zone. 7:45 left to play in the half. Here we go. This will be fun. Knox Dawson takes a snap. Throws. Catch is made. Touchdown this time for Bingham. Finally, they get it in the end zone, and the Miners can celebrate the first 6 points of this game.
Great job right there. Great route by Chance Marti. It's an absolutely out job. Stab the cornerback on the outside. Give yourself more room on the inside. And then again, what a strike by Knox Dawson right there to Marti. Great hands, great catch. Nothing the defender can do right there. Excellent job to get on the football. 10th play of the drive. Got into the end zone.
3-yard touchdown pass from Dawson to Marti. And now the extra point.
Ooh.
The extra point is no good. It is wide left. So
left.
mark that down for a little later in the game.
Yeah, that might come in clutch here.
Yeah. Bingham has to settle for just 6 on that drive, but they'll take it. 10 plays, 70 yards in 4 minutes and 2 seconds. The 3-yard reception by Marti for the touchdown.
Oh, I'm loving this. This is great football. This is really good football, and I like it because it's great defense. These defenses are definitely putting up a great match. I know Alta just let that touchdown happen right there, but it was not easy. As you said, 10 plays right there, multiple third-down conversions that needed to happen right there, a penalty that unfortunately extended a drive right there from a hands-to-the-face penalty on Alta right there, so mistakes coming into play right there. But it's been a gritty football game, and I truly believe this one's going to come down all the way to the end there.
So Bingham finally broke through. Can Alta match? I remember Alta had a little bit of a slow start against Springville, fell behind, especially early in that third quarter, but they have had success bouncing back so far this season in one game. How do they respond here? We're about to find out. It's a Skin Science Institute kickoff, and it will be returned.
Oh, great job.
Great job on special teams. Tackle made by number 8.
Cole Meckling.
Cole Meckling.
Great coverage right there. Great special teams coverage right there. Way to break down, keep the guy in front of you, make sure there's nowhere to go for the returner, and keep him in your grasp. That was a great tackle right there by Meckling.
.7:36 to play in the half. Xavier Kachi trying to get this offense going. They're going to go with the run game.
Oof. Great tackle.
Bingham did a great job keeping that to 2 yards.
Yes, they did right there. That was an outstanding play. As I said, there's been great defense played in this football game today. Absolutely love that.
Trevin Cook on the carry.
See here, 2-by set here. Motion out of backfield.
Cook in motion. They're going to throw it to Cook. Just a little bit too much, and Kachi slaps his helmet. He knows he missed him there. So this Alta offense struggling right now.
Yeah, those plays are extremely hard. When you got fast defenses like that, and you're doing plays like that, they are successful, but there is absolutely no room for error. There is zero room for error on that. And as you alluded to, Kachi's reaction to that play, he just overthrew that ball out extended. It wasn't a clean catch for the receiver. And so there was error there, and that play was not successful. Now forcing a third down here.
3rd and 8 for Alta. They are yet to convert a third down in this game. Kachi. He's in trouble. Kachi avoids the rush. Still going. Couldn't avoid it for long. He's going to go down at the 23-yard line. Another third down stop for Bingham. Alta now 0 for 4 on the game.
Great job there by Monson Takuafu right there.
4 straight 3-and-outs for Alta.
Monson Takuafu coming off of the block right there to finish that. Gets his half sack in there. But this defensive line, this is exactly what Coach Johnson said. They are swarming. They are going to make it extremely difficult for Alta to get anything off.
Ooh, low snap. McAllister does a great job. They're going to call him down. His knee hit the ground. Bingham's going to get the ball at the 12-yard line. They're going to mark it exactly at the 10.
Great catch by the referee right there, because that is something that a lot of people don't catch. But he was down as for the low snap right there. Oh, boy.
That's going to go down as a minus 13-yard play because he was holding the ball while his knee is on the ground. It was not a good snap. And now Bingham can take advantage of the mistake. With 6:11 left to play here in the half. A very short field for the Miners. It felt like Bingham found something on that last drive. They got their sophomore quarterback comfortable.
Yeah.
This could be trouble for Alta.
He's definitely rolling, and understanding who his receivers are, and Greaves and Marti, and then, your two-headed rushing attack and Tussie and Tavu right there. You can give it or you can throw it. You have both options right there. So understanding what Alta is doing on defense, right? There's no deep safety right here. They are spread all the way in the interior. Crossing routes right here will be major confusion for that offense. But I think that Bingham's just going to run the football all the way to end zone here.
It's going to be a pass. Over the middle, complete, fighting for the end zone. Is he there? They're going to mark him just short. Nice quick pass by Dawson.
Man downfield.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
Ineligible man downfield.
It's a great route.
What do you see there, Sly?
Right there. It was an RPO.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing that Coach Johnson was telling you. He's like, our RPO last week wasn't good enough. And it was penalties like that happened last week, right? You have opportunities right there, but we got men downfield. We're not releasing the ball quick enough. We're not getting out of our breaks as a receiver quick enough to make sure the RPO is legal. Those in an RPO, the offensive lineman thinks it's run, right? It's only the receiver and quarterback that know that they moved out of the run into a pass right there. But it's all about timing and consistency right there. That's a huge, huge penalty. That was potentially a touchdown right there for this Bingham offense.
So they'll back him up. We'll redo first down. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line. Knox Dawson, the sophomore, playing well here in the second quarter. Play action, throws it to the end zone, tries to go over the shoulder, and it's incomplete. Dawson took a little bit of a shot, but he's back up.
Great job by the defense right there, being all over that. They saw that coming. The safety was back, right? They didn't have flat safeties right there. The safety was able to get over the top and make that an even harder catch than it already was. But now it got Bingham a little out of rhythm, right? That penalty set him back. That wasn't an accurate pass. It wasn't a great decision right there. They got to go back to establishing the run. They got 15 yards to go to get a first down here. See what they do here to end the second quarter.
5:19 left to play in the half. Second down and 15. Across the middle again, broken up.
Great defense.
An excellent defensive play. Malachi Lamb breaks it up.
Great job right there. That is a win. You take a win when you can right there, and that's exactly what Malachi Lamb did right there. Because it's about timing. You hit the receiver too early, that's a penalty. You hit the receiver too late, that's a completion and a missed tackle. But great job right there of hitting his arm to make sure that ball pops up. I see here. Now you got 3rd down and long here. It's 3rd down and 15. They're going to get it all the way down to the 1-yard line for a first down.
3rd and 15. The sophomore throws, catches made. Tui Kolavatu breaks a tackle, fighting for more yards, but he's not going to get the first down.
Great tackle right there.
Good job by the Alta defense. They bend, but they don't break.
Yeah, they bend it, they don't break. That's the statement, right?
Yep.
That's exactly what happened right there. Stick-ridden, defend every blade of grass. But I really like this tackle by the cornerback right here. Normally the running back has the advantage in this thing, but he sticks up, makes the running back turn, but keeps a grip on him and slows them down and waits for the cavalry to come. That is a great tackle. Turn them back into the defense and forcing. And here's the thing. Bingham missed their extra point. This is not a guaranteed field goal.
No, it is not.
Here, right? Very good job by that Alta defense of sticking up. Now, hopefully, they can force this miss.
Tucker Brown from 23 yards.
Too many men on the field.
And we've got a false start for Bingham. They're going to back it up 5 yards. Need to give credit on that last play. Hosni Suleiman was the one that had that initial contact and held up Tui Kolovatu just enough for his friends to come help him bring him down. And, you know, based on this play, that could be huge in this game. Otherwise, Tui Kolovatu, he could have been into the end zone if they don't get to stop there.
For sure.
So here we go. Tucker Brown, number 99, will kick from the 18-yard line. This is a 28-yard attempt.
No good.
It is no good. It is to the left. So a missed extra point and a missed field goal here in the first half for Bingham. Some missed opportunities in the red zone for the Miners. And how about this Alta defense? The offense struggling right now. Just 4 total yards in this game right now for the Alta offense, but the defense has really stepped up when they need to.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's not about yardage and all this stuff. Of course, those are all measurables that you could be like, if we do better at this, we can win. But at the end of the day, make a play, right? And that's exactly what this defense is doing. They are making a play when the opportunity presents itself and forcing all of these in-the-drive plays from Bingham.
1st and 10 Alta from their own 20. Kachi takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Pagel. Up the middle. Pagel trying to get going. Could never really get his feet set, but he falls forward to the 25-yard line. So it's a good first down pickup.
Yeah, this is going to come down to Kachi. Kachi, what are you made of here? This is exactly what's going to get you ready for region play, ready for the playoffs. Is game time situations like this. They need you here. The running game's not working, the passing game's not working, but your defense has your back. Pay them off by being consistent leader that they know you can be here. Run this offense with efficiency here. You got 10 seconds on the play clock. You got to go. But this is going to come down to Xavier Kachi and how well he can lead this football team.
3:30 and counting. Kachi, play action, going to run right up the middle. The quarterback draw for a first down all the way out to the 33-yard line.
Plays like that will do it. and things like that will get him his rhythm. It will get him his there's a penalty on that play there. It was at the end of the run.
The play should stand, so I can say that was the first down of the game for the Alta Hawks.
Wow.
And we have 3:20 left in the first half.
And they're only down by 6.
They're fortunate.
4 yards before this drive, only down by 6. They are extremely fortunate right now. Special teams gaffes, mess ups here and there, and still be in this game is a great job right there by this football team. They're picking up the flag.
So the play stands.
I think they were going to call man downfield, but it was a running play, so you're good.
So 1st and 10 for the Alta Hawks from their own 33. See if Kachi and this offense can find a rhythm. Bingham's been tough up front. They have not given up much. They're going to go back to the run game. Pagel trying to cut through that defense. Gets about 4 yards before he's brought down out to the 36-yard line.
Good pickup. It's a good pickup right there. It's a little dysfunction in the backfield with that handoff right there. It was not clean, but it was a good pickup right there from Pagel. They got to keep that going. They got to get him some rhythm. They got to get Cook some rhythm. And they got to get Akachi going here in this first half. They get the ball to start that the second half. So ending this first half with some kind of point, some kind of momentum would be very beneficial for Alta here.
Clock's running, 2:30 and counting. Kachi, empty backfield now. Throws right to Pagel. Pagel fighting for that first down yardage. Bingham has him just a little short, or did he get it? Let's see where they mark it. It is close. Good effort by Pagel.
Wait. Did they move that back? That might be a chains. You might have to make. They're giving it to him.
They're going to mark him at the 42. He's got to get to the 43. No, they're going to move him now.
That was inches.
First down, Alta.
They should have brought out the measuring sticks for that, but The referee has a better angle than we do up here and gave him the first down.
So Pagel fights for the yards and gets the first down.
2:20 left on the clock here.
Kachi's going to hand off again. Cook this time. Trevin Cook all the way into Bingham territory down to the 41-yard line. And now this Alta offense has something.
Trevin Cook is the one with 62 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Extremely quick, extremely swift in that hole right there. Watch how he turns up right there. That is a very quick first step right there by Cook for the 16-yard gain right there.
Cass Johnson brought him down. Could have been a lot more. We're under 2 minutes to play. Kachi looking downfield, throws. Catch is made. Now he's got a rhythm. Not a first down, but a nice pickup of about 6 or 7 yards on first down.
It's good. I don't feel like this offense feels rushed.
Right.
They are going no huddle. They are, picking it up the tempo just a little bit here, but they're not rushing it to the line of script. They're not hiking the ball. They're seeing what the defense gets and delivering the football. They have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock to get in the end zone. That's 37 yards they have to go to get into the end zone. That's plenty of time. Just got to make the right decisions.
Kachi takes the snap, handoff to Cook. Trevin cuts it up. Fighting, still going. Still fighting with a little help from his teammate. Down to the 30-yard line. What a great run by Trevin Cook.
And he gets out of bounds. That's a great job right there. Allowing your offense to huddle up because you got out of bounds and picking the right play. Picking up that first down. Now you got 29 yards to go to get in the end zone. You stop the clock by getting out of bounds. Great run right there by Trevin Cook.
1:09 left to play in the half. It is a first down. Alta now at the 29-yard line.
Shout out to Bronson
Bingham.
Stryver right there for helping Cook a little bit on that run.
Got a little friendly push from a teammate to get him there. Kachi looks to his left. Now, it's intercepted! What a play! What an interception for the Bingham Miners defense. Tali Lautaha.
Woo-hoo.
Tali Lautaha, that is a sophomore defensive end. Kachi did not see him.
He read it the whole way.
They were running the screenplay slide in right place, right time.
Great
Look at
job.
him go up and get it.
That was a great job right there because as soon as the offensive lineman left him, he's just like, no offensive lineman leaves me. So he put his head up and was like, okay, let's get into this running lane. He saw the running back in his peripheral. That is just being in the right place at the right time. A heady play right there to pick up that interception. Oh, man, because that was a lot of momentum heading towards the Alta right there. Tali, great job. Heady football play of understanding where you're at and what that offense was giving you.
Kachi just slammed his helmet on the bench as he went to the sideline. He knows he would love to have that one back. But that's just a great heads-up play by a young player on that Bingham defense at a time when they absolutely had to have it. This defense for Bingham has been outstanding tonight.
Oh, for sure. Another one of those big boys.
So 58 seconds left in the half. Bingham's got time. They're at their own 42-yard line. 2nd and 10 now.
What type of plays do they got in their repertoire? Right? How are they going to get down the field? They got their timeouts. But how are you going to get down the field and make this interesting? Can't rely on a field goal. Delay a game.
The delay of game on Bingham. I think they were trying to call a timeout because they saw the play clock winding down and they weren't able to get it done. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
That's a young quarterback deal right there. Well, the thing is, this play clock down here is not working as great as this one over here either. So that one's a little sketch.
Great crowd here tonight on both sides.
Yes,
the Alta stands are full. You look across the way there, you can see in your frame
that
Bingham crowd is strong on the road.
It's close proximity schools.
On a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Here on Game Night Live Thursday edition. Brand new this year, bringing you Thursday games each and every night. You can never have too much football. That's our motto here at KSL.
Not in the fall, man. It's football time. You got to be excited all day, every day.
The sophomore. Heat comes. He goes down. He ran out of time. Lisiate Favaleaki.
That is a great job by Lisiate right there. He's another one that Coach Burdett was talking about. Give him some love. He does a great job for this team, but a great job with that motor. As soon as Knox pulled that football down, he was essentially done by Lisiate coming off and making that big-time sack, keeping that clock moving.
3rd down and 21 with the clock running down, 20 seconds and counting. Bingham is probably just going to finish out this drive right here and be happy with that. They can run the screen. They did a good job to get it up near the 50-yard line, the Tui Kolavatu. They're going to let the clock expire. I think we're about done here.
Yeah.
For the first half. No. Nope. They're going to stop it.
Alta,
Bingham calls timeout.
Bingham calls timeout? If I was Alta or Bingham, I'd allow this to go to the half.
I'd want to turn the page on this half, especially if.
Well, yeah, you get to regroup. There's only 3 seconds left. There's not much you can do from either side here. Unless you're going to Doug Flutie it from Bingham, I don't really see a reason to keep this going here. Yeah, and I don't know about Knox's arm, if he can reach the end zone from
We'll
here
find
or
out
anything
just
like
how
that.
big of an arm.
But that's the
Knox
only reason
Dawson
why
has.
you would take a timeout to do that. Why would you take a timeout? Just let the clock go. But we'll see.
Well, Sly, it's 3 seconds left here before we get to the half, and we see this final play. Your real quick thoughts on the half and what you've seen.
Defense.
I agree.
Defense is absolutely stellar. Both sides, slugfest, rivalry game, whatever you want to call a tough game.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we're getting here, and I'm loving it because I'm a defensive guy. And so both sides, great technique, great defensive front. The front seven for Bingham is second to none.
Yep.
Absolutely awesome. Love the effort that you're seeing from Alta on the other side. When things aren't going their way, they're sticking to it and getting out of drives. It's been an absolutely stellar defensive half for both teams.
All right, one final play to go here in the half with 3 seconds. Let's see what magic could possibly happen here. And this great backdrop we have at Alta High School with the mountains in the background and the sun going down. A little pitchy woo-woo. It's going to look good on the stat sheet.
Pitchy woo-woo.
But it's not going to result in any points.
A little hook
but a
and
nice
ladder.
play, nice execution on the hook and ladder.
Hey, you know what? Some coaches have this in their playbook. And it's like, when are we ever going to be able to work this in the game, right? When are we going to get game tape on how we can do this better? That's exactly what Coach Johnson wanted to work. He's like, let's work our pitchy woo-woo. Let's work our pitchy woo-woo here.
Why not?
You know, we're up by 6. You guys can run things effectively. I believe in you. Let's try to see how this works and see if we can get as many as we can there. So great job right there by Bingham at working something in their playbook.
All right, that's the end of the first half. Bingham leads Alta 6-0. We're going to take a break here at the half. When we come back, Steve Bartle will join us with a recruiting update, and we'll have a little performance from the award-winning student section here at Alta High School. We'll be back in a few.
Catch who he pitched it to? It was 7 that caught it.
Did you see who it was pitched to?
Tessie. Number 7. Wait, 7.
Oh, hold up, sweetie. Hospital bills from the accident piled up and insurance company just won't pay for it. Bike's gotta go.
After a car wreck, the insurance company wants you to settle fast for less than you deserve. Don't let them.
Before you talk to the insurance company, talk to us.
Craig Swap & Associates fights to make sure you don't leave money on the table. One call, that's all.
801-444-4444.
Nobody in Utah has more Toyota trucks than Orem Toyota. With multiple Toyota locations, we simply carry more trucks than anyone. And every single one comes with one simple promise. The price you see online is the price you pay. That's our full offering price with every dealer add-on and a $499 dock fee included. You only add tax, title, and registration. No games, no gimmicks, and no surprises. Orem Toyota, you lead the way. Shop every truck online today at oremtoyota.com.
Come on over here, get closer. Let me show you these trailers we got. Big dump, small dump, get the gooseneck. Loaded up with an ATV trailer. Flatbed, aluminum. Tilt trailers. Come check out these trailers.
Where life grows, home begins. Bank of Utah.
It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
Hi, I'm Mila. This is my story. I learn anywhere with Utah Online School. I live in Utah, and sometimes I live in Washington, D.C. I go to museums, monuments, and learn history. They are my classroom.
Utah Online School surrounds students with a team that helps them strive, grow, and compete at their highest level.
I can learn anywhere.
Utah Online School, built for focus, powered by support. Visit utahonline.org today.
Everyone knows that having a good credit history makes it easier to save money and get approved for the things in life you need, like credit cards, auto loans, home loans, and a lot more. But here's the problem. Building your credit history takes time. That's why UCCU created Credit Builder, an innovative loan program designed to help you build your credit history and raise your credit score. Visit uccu.com to start building or rebuilding your credit today. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Your whole life, you woke up before the sun, worked hard, so your family could have the things they want. Everything was going great, until one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work, bills are piling up, and you're worried about your family. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
sponsorships, advertisements, all
Because
this
it's
are
not,
based on
it's not on a paywall.
Tonight's Bingham Alta matchup gives us a pretty good look at the different stages of the recruiting process. Bingham has several players whose recruitments are already established, while Alta has some younger prospects who are still trying to create some of that momentum. Let's start with Bingham's Monson Tukuafu. Tukuafu is a senior edge defender and linebacker who committed to Utah this summer. He's about 6'3", 230 pounds, and had opportunities from programs like Oregon State, San Diego State, Washington State, and others, before ultimately deciding to stay home with Utah. And with Tukuafu, the word I would use is projection. Bingham can move him around at linebacker, but with Utah, they project him closer to the line of scrimmage as an edge defender. So watch the first step, watch the explosion out of his stance, watch how much space he's able to close and how quickly he's able to do that. Because the position you play in high school isn't necessarily the position you're being recruited for. And I think that's going to be really interesting with Tukuafu. Another Bingham player to keep an eye on is 2028 prospect Jaden Cumbie. At 6'2", 185 pounds, he already has offers from BYU, Arizona, Cal, Boise State, Oregon State, and others. That's a pretty strong offer sheet for a junior, and the appeal starts with the frame. Obviously, again, at 6'2", coaches love that sort of size in the secondary, but the question is always, does it come with the movement skills? Can he change direction? Can he stay connected to receivers? And when the football is in the air, can he make the play on it? So for Cumbie, if he can combine the length, the athleticism, and the ball skills this season, his recruitment could accelerate pretty quickly. The last player I want to highlight here for Bingham is Elias Fananganofo. 6'4", 300 pounds. He's got the size, obviously. But the question is, how well does he move? What sort of bend and flexibility does he have? How does he change directions? And when he gets his hands on opponents, how easily is he able to move them against their will? That's going to be the key for him. He already has offers from Boise State, Washington State, Oregon State, and Utah Tech. And that's exactly the type of player that we want to highlight here. Another player to keep an eye on, and this is on the Alta side of things, is junior Mason Albrecht. At 6'3", 215 pounds, he's got a great frame and the ability to play linebacker or defensive line. He doesn't have the offers that the Bingham players do, and that's exactly why he fits what we're trying to do with this segment. This is a junior with the frame and another year of development ahead of him. So tonight, as you're watching him, does he have the burst on the defensive line? Can he move in space to play coverage? Because he's at the point right now where colleges are trying to get a better feel for who they need to focus on. So tonight, we've really got both sides of the recruiting spectrum. Tukuafu is already committed. Cumbie's recruitment is taking off. Fananganofo has multiple Division I opportunities with the potential to add more to that. And Albrecht is somebody that doesn't necessarily have the recruiting going right now, but has the traits and the qualities that could potentially put him on the map with a good junior season. So, as much as this is about highlighting the guys that are committed to the next level, we also want to be able to highlight some of the guys that could be next, could earn some of those Division I opportunities, because recruiting isn't just about telling you where somebody is going. It's about showing you why colleges are interested and trying to identify some of the players who could be next.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Strong Volkswagen is setting you free. Free from high payments and high interest rates. It's our Freedom to Drive sale. Lease a new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta S from $199 a month. Get rates as low as 1.9% APR. Or save up to $5,000 on select new VW models. Plus, oil changes are only $59.95. And every vehicle is backed with our no-charge lifetime warranty. Only at Strong Volkswagen. Break free from high prices during our Freedom to Drive sale. Visit strongvw.com.
When you're the oldest personal injury firm in Utah, you get to know a few faces.
So tell me what happened.
You just came in and sideswiped me, bro.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
And it hurts worse than that time that I was dropped. Tailgate. Who would have thought?
I guess you can say we've seen everything. And I mean everything.
Juliet would never use these.
Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience needed to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Some people are born to solve problems, to lead the charge, to build better solutions, to be the driving force behind advanced technologies, to strengthen digital defenses. They're the experts our future needs. Find your brilliance at Weber State.
If you're ready to turn your passion for beauty into a career, choose the school setting the standard. At Skin Science Institute, you'll learn in a beautiful, state-of-the-art facility with more advanced treatment training than any other aesthetic school in Utah. Our industry-leading curriculum provides advanced, hands-on training with real clients using the latest technology in a clinical learning environment. Parents can feel confident in a nationally accredited program committed to student success. Skin Science Institute, where your future begins.
You never know how life's best adventures might begin. Our closest friends can often come by surprise. Our favorite memories are shaped by the experiences we share. Our brightest moments happen when someone believes in us. See yourself in a brilliant future at Weber State.
Welcome back to Alta High School. Game Night Live, Thursday edition. Bingham leads Alta 6-0. Jeremiah Jensen, Steven Sylvester with you. Defense, as we said earlier, the story of the first half, and you can just look at the stats to know that. Alta still has not converted a third down in this game, and Bingham wasn't much better at 2 for 7.
Yeah, man, and that's exactly what you want. As I said, I absolutely love defensive matchups, but this team is both of these teams have done an incredible job at keeping everything in perspective. Rivalry games, tough games, is going to come down to who doesn't bend and who doesn't break, or who bends but doesn't break in this football game, man. So there's going to be some leadership that needs to step up. Knox Dawson has done a great job of leading this football team, but Xavier Kachi's got to step up for this Alta football team in order to pull out this win.
We mentioned earlier that the Alta student section is getting some national notoriety. They were voted the #1 student section in the country this week by a social media publication that covers those things. So in a moment here, they're going to give us their best stuff as we get ready for the second half kickoff. They brought that energy tonight, so I've seen that already. I understand why they're considered one of the best in the country so far this season.
Well, I'm more impressed with this whole crowd. I mean, the student section is absolutely live. It is full. There's not a seat in the house, but this entire crowd, this whole Alta crowd for a Thursday night, for everybody to come out to this game and support this team. This is an awesome community. Even on the other side of the ball with Bingham showing up, this is a great show of strength here in this crowd from both sides. This is an awesome crowd for a Thursday night football.
You know, Bingham and Alta aren't the superpowers they were back in 2006 through 2015, but you're looking at two proud high schools here with a lot of great fans showing up here. So let's see what this student section can do. They're showing us their best stuff right now.
Heads down. Are they praying? Oh. Yeah,
while they do their thing, we're going to get ready for kickoff.
Yeah, they're going to do something for this kickoff here.
They are going to do something for the kickoff. We'll switch back to them. This is a Skin Science Institute kickoff. We thank Skin Science Institute for their support of high school athletics and Game Night Live this season. So let's see what these fans have in store for us as this ball is kicked off. There we go. Now they got the stadium rocking. Bringing the energy we need tonight here on Game Night Live.
That was good. You know, from both of these football teams tonight, this second half is going to come down to, I know it's a 6-0 lead, but Alta's got a little bit of something they got to come out here with. It's going to, how they start this third quarter is going to be extremely important to how they finish this game here. And so Xavier, Kachi, Pagel, and Cook, they got to get something going here in this first half to get things rolling, get some rhythm going here on offense. You saw some things from Trevin Cook at the end of that second quarter there, getting him rolling. He's very quick in that hole, exactly explosive that you need. So you're going to design some nice plays before the turnover. You're going to design some nice plays to get him going here. He could be a game changer for you here in the second half, but it's going to be a huge second half for both teams, and it starts here with this second with this third quarter in the second half. How are they going to start, right? How are we?
There is our Skin Science Institute kickoff. It will not be returned. So Alta will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. As tough as it was for this Alta offense in the first half, they are one play away from taking a lead.
Yeah.
So a few halftime adjustments slide, and something here that they get rolling, maybe something they saw in that first half, and they're right back in this thing. We got a tight ball game.
Yeah, you got to do it. You can't say the running game's not working. I think it is. It's just you got to be consistent with it like you are with any game. It's going to take a lot of carries. But also that being on front seven is extremely difficult to get around, man. And there's a pre-snap issue right there. We're going to see what happened there. But, yeah, man, for Alta, playbook's still open. I don't think they've found exactly what works. They've tried a couple things. I wouldn't go away from the running game. I wouldn't go away from the passing game. But at the end of the day, I know that it's Xavier Kachi that has to step up a little bit to make this happen.
Kachi hands off.
Trevin Cook.
Trevin Cook on the carry. Gets a little bit. They'll take it actually about 4 yards. A decent start on this drive. Four yards per carry can equal touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, that and first downs. That's a pretty good average.
Go back to the run game. Cook breaks a tackle. Now trying to get to the edge and does past the 30-yard line. He's got a first down. That'll move the chains. So some positive momentum for Alta here. start the second half.
Yeah, great job by Trevin Cook there, but great blocking there by Armando Cachi. Getting that edge. He is a big body at the tight end position and does a great job of sealing that edge and allowing Trevin Cook to get on the outside with some nimble feet work and pick up that first down.
1st and 10. Up the middle again is Cook. And Cook is quickly wrapped up and thrown down to the turf. Jaylee Thompson, who had a pass breakup, batted ball down to the line of scrimmage in that first quarter, gets a tackle there. It's going to be right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't think we can say enough about this amazing defensive front from Jaylee Thompson, Drew Finau, Leo Tafana, and Tali Latua. They are doing an amazing job of keeping everybody in front of you and being tough on that side of the ball.
Got another penalty. So as soon as Alta finds some momentum, they run into some trouble. The scoreboard is down right now. They're trying to correct it. They're almost there. Had to restart it. But it is 6-0, Bingham, and it is second down for Alta from the 30-yard line. Kachi throws short incomplete. Little miscommunication on the route. So it'll be third down and about 14 yards to go.
Yeah. Still trying to get that scoreboard corrected there, get the time right of this third quarter. But yeah, this draw, they had a penalty there, so set him back, and this drive is sort of stalling here. But again, as I said, the running game was working, trying to mix things up, and unfortunately, they were going in the wrong direction.
Third down, Kachi. Passes.
Intercepted.
Was that picked? Almost.
Oh,
he couldn't come up with it. Great play by Bingham on defense through the hands of the receiver and almost intercepted by Anoke Vahe.
Yeah, that was, I thought he had that. That was, the ball bounced up. Nobody knew where it was, but Vahe was all over the top of this. That was the play before. And it was an opportunity here, but yes, this drive stalls. They had a little bit of momentum, and now they got to punt it away here.
High snap this time, but on the money, in the hands.
High.
Gets it away now. Another nice punt by McAllister, but this time it takes a Bingham bounce. Back to the 45-yard line.
It's a ball that just stuck in the ground there. That's interesting. Yeah, so now Bingham's going to have another try to see if they can get back on that rhythm they had in that second quarter, get back in the end zone, and see if they can get back. But Knox Dawson was doing a great job, I believe, in that second quarter of managing this football team. Once he got his rhythm going, they were really moving the football, both rushing the ball and throwing. He throws a very nice, tight spiral, found his receivers in Greaves and Marti. So see if he can get back on that rhythm he had in that first half.
Boy, that score on our screen the other game tonight, David James has Morgan and Skyview. Morgan up 41-0. Going to go with a run game here. Bingham, it's been solid tonight. This time it's Tui Kulavatu. He had 8 carries for 36 yards in the first half. Both running backs, Tui Kulavatu and Paella, had 36 yards.
Got our first
on the
pickle
ground.
Juice issue here.
And we got cramps.
Alta's got a couple guys going both ways tonight, now getting off the field, and it's a hot one. I'm up here in this booth. I'm kind of sweating.
Yeah, I know. We're cramping up here, man.
Up here, and can't imagine what they're going through on the football field tonight.
You got 100-degree heat.
Yeah.
Until the sun just finally went down, and it's still not. It's still hot. So while they attend to the player, let's take a look at a video this week. A special visitor showed up at the Alta facility this week. Somebody that well, all of us, let's be honest, are familiar with, and especially Utah fans. You can see that's head coach Ron McBride. Utah coach, Weber State coach, taking some time to hang out with the Alta Hawks as they welcome this special visitor. The legend stopped by to share stories and, of course, some wisdom and a lot of laughs. How can you not laugh when Coach Mack's in the room? But those young men got an education and an experience that they won't soon forget. And it's going to prepare them well for a night like tonight. And Sly, you're obviously a part of the Utah football family. How much has Coach McBride meant to that program and to the game of football here in the state of Utah?
Well, and that's what I think is absolutely awesome and that Coach Burdett is doing, is making sure these young guys understand or know guys who set the standard here for the state, not just in college football but in high school as well, doing an amazing job of bringing light to football here in the state, making it awesome, and Coach McBride is definitely that guy. You go to Vegas, where I'm from, and it's labeled as a basketball city, right? And you come here, you had the Majerus days and the good basketball days here. It was the basketball city, but Coach McBride, I think, is a trendsetter for making it a football state here. And it's good for these young guys to understand that, because a lot of these guys weren't born when Coach McBride was coaching at the U, and making sure that they understand the standard that Coach McBride has set. And he's still very much involved in football, and we just love everything that he's brought to the game here in the state of Utah and even across the college football realm.
Mason Clark is the player that was injured. Let's hope it's just cramps, because Mason Clark has been a huge player tonight for Alta's defense. Tui Kolavatu on the carry, trying to get to the outside, tripped up before he gets first down yardage. So it's going to be third down and short. About 2 yards to go from the 47-yard line.
It's a great run right there by Tusi. And for me, it's I don't like the outside because it takes so long to develop. But what I absolutely love there by him is you see how hard he was running to get outside. It's like as soon as I got the handoff, it was a dead sprint to get out there. And that's what you need to do if you want to make those outside run plays successful.
9 minutes to play, third quarter. Dawson throws down the middle, incomplete. Nice defense.
Yeah, great defense.
That was number 12, Ryland Clayton, breaking up the pass.
Staying in the pocket, though. Absolutely love the feet there by Dawson, or by Knox. Knox Dawson there. Zipping that ball into it. That was tight coverage. I don't know if I would have thrown it. I'm not a quarterback, so I can't tell you that. But that was very tight coverage. You got to have the ultimate confidence to be able to throw that ball in there. And he threw that in there with some zip. It was almost caught.
We see the arm strength of the sophomore on that play, though.
Yes.
Fourth down for Bingham. Going for it. Dawson throws. Catch is made, first down. Bingham will move the chains. Well executed play. The catch is made by number 88, Charlie Olson, the tight end.
Well, look at the difficulty on this, because he's coming from across the line of scrimmage. But even the pass, that is not an easy pass catch, and then get your eyes back to turn up field. It's a great job by Charlie Olson at catching that ball, securing that ball, putting it away, getting upfield and making sure you get that first down right there. That was a very smooth operation there by Bingham.
And a nice pass in a pressure situation by the sophomore.
Tovo.
Paella bouncing outside. Paella's got something. He's got the sticks. Inside the 30. Down to the 29-yard line. This 1-2 punch at running back tonight is working nicely for Bingham.
Yeah, we were talking about Eltham's 1-2 punch and Pagel and Cook, and here we go with Bingham. Their 1-2 punch is absolutely shredding this defense tonight. They're doing a terrific job. They got about 90 yards between the two of them.
Pressure comes. Catch is made.
Same play.
Once again, Dawson to Olson.
It's well covered right there, right? Sticking right on top of him is what you tell your defense. Tackle the catch. As soon as he catches it, tackle. No yak yards, no rack yards, no yards after catch, no yards after contact. That's exactly what happened there. So that was a 3-yard gain. The last time there was a little more separation, and so he picked up 5 yards in the first down. But here goes Bingham again, moving the football, second down and 7.
4-yard gain, 7:45 left to play in the third quarter. Nice drive here by Bingham. Dawson taking a shot, incomplete, too far left, out of bounds. So it'll be third down.
Safe play. Took a shot. Just an uncatchable ball there, unfortunately. Yeah.
So 7:36 on the clock here in the third quarter. 2 of 8 now on third down for Bingham. Can they make it 3 of 9? They need to keep this drive alive. They're going to go back to Tui Kolovatu, and he's got something. He's got a first down. He's down to the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains again for the Miners.
Look how he beats his blockers. He's so fast. Normally
he's his own blocker.
Right, but remember what I said in that other outside play? He's like a dead sprint to get outside. It was very, very good. But there he saw his lane. He saw his opportunity. He's like, I got to get there now. And he outran his blockers, which normally you want patience in the run game so you can stay behind him. But that is just not necessary on that play right there.
Catch is made. Alex Dabo.
Great 4-yard pickup there by Dabo, making it 2nd down and 6.
That's a gain of about 4 or 5. Be 2nd down. Bingham in the red zone. This is our 10th play of the drive for Bingham. Reminds me of their last scoring drive. They scored on the 10th. Will they do it here? Tui Kolovatu following his blockers, turns inside. He's very close to the sticks, maybe a yard short.
It's a great job right there. You know, the last time he outran his blockers because he saw a window, and this time Alta was on the outside. So he's like, let me have some patience, and does a great job of sticking that foot in the ground and getting upfield. He picked up 5 yards, making it 3rd down and 1 right here. So what you're going to get is you're going to get Alta stacking the box. The RPO game is going to be real nice right here.
3rd down, they need a yard. They've got it. Fighting for the end zone now, not going to get there. Alta turns him back, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So down to the 4-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Miners. This game has felt just like the uniform colors, black and blue. This has been bruising the watch. I can't imagine what it's been like to play it. Very physical ball game. Defenses have dominated. Bingham methodically marching down the field here, trying to break through and take a 2-score lead. Dawson throws to the end zone, incomplete, too far right. 2nd and goal.
Shout out to great defense on the coverage there by Lucas Pagel on the outside. Done a terrific job of staying square on that receiver, taking away that quick slant and being right with the receiver on the out route, making Knox Dawson overthrow the receiver on the China route, the in and out right there.
2nd and goal now from the 3-yard line. Dawson receiver split wide. They're going to run it up the middle into the end zone with ease. Touchdown Bingham. Tovo Paella. His 1st score of the game, and the Miners have a 12-0 lead with the extra point coming.
And that's what we talk about. Those guys have been working in this football game. This running game, that was the play before. But these guys have done an amazing job of moving the line of scrimmage. The offensive line has done an amazing job of moving the line of scrimmage, wedge blocking, no pullers. You just go straight up and down, allowing your running backs to run right behind you. Running the football is what got these guys down the field. And that's been working for them all game. And now they're just capitalizing on it. Great job right there. Now they're go for 2, right? They missed the
right
extra
call.
point. It's the right call, go for 2 here.
With the score being 12-0 combined with the special teams issues they're having, they're going to put it in the hands of the quarterback.
Shovel pass.
They're going to throw it across the middle, incomplete, too high and too strong.
Way too high.
So the try is no good, but the Bingham Miners drive down the field in 13 plays, 55 yards in 4 minutes and 43 seconds, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Tovo Paella. And now it is Bingham 12, Alta 0. 5:32 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more action here on Game Night Live, Thursday edition.
Hi, I'm Chase, and this is my story.
Chase travels the country playing competitive hockey.
I can learn here. Here. I can even learn here.
Train anywhere, from the ice to the books. Utah Online School surrounds students with a team that helps them strive, grow, and compete at their highest level.
I can learn anywhere.
Built for focus, powered by support. One team, one shared goal. Visit utahonline.org today.
Up in Cache Valley. Back to the action here at Alta High School. Bingham has just taken a 12-0 lead over Alta. And the Miners will kick it off to Alta. The Hawks had a little bit better luck on that last drive, but they've got to get something going right now. They're running out of time. Bingham, 213 total yards in this game. Alta, just 70, including 15 passing yards. Kind of a surprise, Sly, how much they've struggled in the pass game. I could see Bingham shutting them down when it comes to the run game, but I expected Alta to be more dynamic in the air.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bingham is absolutely stellar all across the board. You know, you say the D-line and front seven's got to help out the back end and vice versa. And that's what you're getting in this football game. The DBs are being able to make their job easy. I think they're going to get out of this game with no cramps. It's like, oh, this was a nice game because of the pressure that front is doing. It's making the pocket extremely difficult for Xavier Kachi to do anything, make good decisions, throw the ball effectively. He can't hold the football with this front seven climbing on top of him like that.
5:29 left, third quarter. Down 12-0. Here come the Hawks. Kachi and pistol. He's going to throw it. Takes a shot on the sideline. Incomplete.
Oh. Just a tad too early. It was an uncatchable ball, but his receiver came open on that out and up. He just needed one more second. Hold it for one more second. There was a window before that safety came over the top there. Again, this is the front seven creating uneasy feet for Xavier Kachi. If Xavier Kachi was a little more comfortable, he would have held on to that ball and waited for his receiver to come open right there. But he's like, man, I've been sacked. I've been hit. I got to get rid of this football. And that was just too early to make a connection.
2nd and 10. After the incompletion. Bingham just bringing 4. And he's going nowhere. Tackle for loss. TFL. The Bingham defense coming up huge. I believe number 5 was the first in there. Lisate Vahe.
Leo Tafuna also in there making a huge play. These guys aren't giving nothing away. That was a big TFL right there for this defense and setting the stage and forcing 3rd down and extremely long, making it difficult. And again, it's going to come down to Xavier Kachi. What are you going to do here? You're going to settle this football team down, tell them this is what we have to do. We're going to do this, make it happen, see what Xavier Kachi has here.
3rd and 14, trips to his right. Kachi's got to escape the pocket. He's going to throw down the middle. Incomplete. Pass intended for Breck Warren. I don't see any laundry on the field, and Alta's going to have to punt.
That's what's crazy. You know, there's oftentimes like, yeah, you know, that's tight coverage right there, but Kachi could have ran it with him. And, you know, I don't know if he'd pick up the 1st down, but he would have got closer than that throw.
Alta's only passed the 50-yard line on 1 of 7 of their possessions, and that is a credit to this Bingham defense. They have been a force tonight.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's making it extremely difficult to run the football, to pass the football, because that front seven is establishing, crushing the pocket, and creating some immense pressure for Alta.
Matt McAllister will punt again. He's been terrific tonight.
See if he gets that roll.
Another bounce. McAllister is going to roll this one all the way to the 25-yard line. That's an excellent punt. So Alta's going to call on their defense to get this done once again. That's a 40-yard punt by McAllister. That'll flip the field. And now Bingham, if you're their offense, you're like, let's put these guys in the cheese grater. Let's grind them up and let's get another score. And that would feel really comfortable if you're Bingham up 3 scores at this point, the way that their defense is playing this game.
Yeah, they're doing extremely well, man. And you got to like what they're able to do and put together.
4:25 left to play in the 3rd. Knox Dawson hands it off. Trying to find room up the middle.
Way to fall forward.
Fell forward, got a few yards, about 3. That was Tui Kulavatu.
It's a good job by the defense. You're stuffing up the wrong. They were pretty stalemated there at the line of scrimmage, but again, we saw Dusty do a great job staying behind the blocks, and then as soon as he made contact, falling forward and picking up those 3 yards. That's great efficiency and great awareness at the running back position.
Knox Dawson, his numbers aren't going to blow you away. 12 of 25 for 104 yards, but he does have the touchdown pass. He's been solid tonight. As a sophomore, just making his 2nd start. He's been steady for this offense. Most important for Bingham is they don't have any turnovers right now. Oh, sorry, there is 1 lost turnover. He did throw an interception, that's correct.
Yeah, and they're so comfortable. They've been running the ball really effectively. They can really just run this out if they want. We're going to go to the pass here.
Oh, there's the pick. There's a chance for Alta to do something. The return all the way down to the 12-yard line. Lucas Pagel, who knew his biggest play tonight would come on defense. But Lucas Pagel just turned this game around with a pick.
That's the energy. That's he's got that whole sideline jump. That's the play they needed. They're not out of this football game, but they just haven't produced anything on offense to give them any energy. But Lucas Pagel does an amazing job right there, cutting in front of the receiver and stealing that football. A young throw there by Knox Dawson. But, oh, man, that was very, very clutch play right there to get the Alta Hawks right into the red zone and in striking distance.
This offense is not going to get a better situation than this. From the Bingham 11, Kachi hands it off. Cook trying to get to the edge. Cook fighting for yards inside the 5-yard line. A nice run on 1st down for Trevin Cook. And now the Alta fans are getting into it.
Yeah, and then now that's an 8-yard gain now. Now it's 2nd down and 2 right now. You have the ability to pick up a 1st down and stay inside the 5-yard line. That is huge. I wouldn't mess around. I'd keep running the football right here. They're doing a good job wedging. Again, this is a great front 7 right here, but you're doing a good job of running the football. I'd get under center and run a QB sneak and do that tush push.
Like this is this is a great place for Xavier Kachi to use his strength and his size.
Yeah, they're getting under center here.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Are you the offensive coordinator, Sly?
Fullback dive.
What did you call?
I call it QB sneak, but this
right up the middle, fighting for yards down to the 1-yard line.
That's the same thing. That's just a straight ahead dive. No messing around, no pullers. Lead blocker. Great get off by that offensive line right there. The center did an amazing job of getting off and getting to that 2nd level and creating and reestablishing the line of scrimmage. And why not keep it rolling right here? You got 4 downs essentially here to get into the end zone. You don't want to make a mistake and throw a pick. You know who they got on defense over there in Jaden Cumby. He's in the corner position. You don't want to challenge him, I'll tell you that much.
Kachi from under center hands it off. Cook into the end zone. Touchdown, Alta Hawks. They finally break through.
That's great job. And again, that's the 2 running backs right there. They need to slap hands. Slap hands.
Yep.
Lucas, you got us down here. I'm going to finish it, Trevin. And they did an amazing job right there. I liked running the football. They did a lead blocker, no messing around. Explosive get off by that offensive line, and that's what got him into the end zone. Great play calling right there by Alta and changing this game.
Extra point by the Hawks is blocked. It is blocked. So we have not had an extra point converted in this game so far.
Took his helmet off. Come on.
Is there any flags on the field?
Yes, there's a flag out there.
There is. So we'll see what that means. But we want to welcome viewers who are watching on KSL TV Digital 5.3. You just watched Morgan defeat Skyview by the mercy rule. Well, you get to watch a bonus football tonight because we got a good one here at Alta High School. Bingham has dominated this game up to this point, at least statistically, and have led 12-0 until now. But Alta has just scored.
unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the defense is taking the helmet off in the game right there. You can't do that. And so now, here's the thing. Alta has an amazing kicker, right? So I'm sure all he does, right, his dad's right here. I'm only here for the kicker, right? I'm sure he has some trick plays up his sleeve. I played with some amazing kickers that have some great trick plays here, from sky kicks to a little running starts. You saw Bingham wanting to do a little surprise onside kick there. Now it's going to be Alta's turn to change that tide. So you got to be alert here if you're Bingham on a surprise kick of some sort. It's a squib or whichever. But look where they're kicking this football off from because of the 15-yard penalty. You're kicking it off from Bingham territory here. So this could be an opportunity. Of course, he could kick it out of the end zone if you want, but you could have the opportunity. If he sky kicks this, he can sky kick this inside the 5-yard line and pin them down there if he wants.
McAllister's a skilled kicker.
He has the ability to do this. So this is going to be a very impressive kick here from Madden.
A Skin Science Institute kickoff.
You just kicked it out. All right.
Kicked it through. So they're going to give Bingham the ball at the 20 and let their defense go to work. So Alta with a big momentum swing, the Pagel interception, returned to the 11-yard line of Bingham. And then Alta powers their way into the end zone to cut the lead in half. We once again have a one-possession game here at Alta High School between these old rivals that are trying to create something new. And a game like this will certainly help stoke some of that. So from the 20 is Bingham. Let's see how the sophomore reacts after a interception that set up the Alta score. See if he can bounce back here. See if this offense can bounce back. They had a great first drive to open the half to give themselves the 12-0 lead. As you're just joining us, 219 total yards tonight for Bingham, just 78 for Alta. 15 passing yards for the Hawks tonight. Bingham's defense has been tremendous.
Tip your cap to Alta's defense, too.
They've hung in there.
Yes,
they've allowed their team to stay attached.
Right.
There's no question about that.
Gave some breathing room here, making it a one-score game. But that defense has got to step up. As defensive matchups right here, it's going to come down to that fourth quarter, as we stated earlier in this football game. Who's got more mental toughness and conditioning is what this game's going to come down to.
Second down. Another handoff.
Wow.
And Alta's defense comes up big with a TFL. Multiple defenders in there.
Steven Tua.
And Steven Tua, I think, was there first.
That's a way you break through that defense. And I love that. I love shooting the gap.
Yep.
You're a linebacker. You're able to shoot the gap, make that happen. That's exactly what happened right there. He shot that gap, turned that play around. It's the same play. Bingham's had success with it, but you can only run it so many times before defense catches on.
Third down and 11. Here comes the rush. They're going to run a screen, and it's incomplete.
Great pressure.
The Alta defense gets a 3 and out.
Yeah, and that was the pressure right there. Didn't allow the screen to set up. Screen takes time to set up. A proper screen, you need the right timing to do it, but they brought a blitz, a straight snap blitz right off the edge there, and they made Knox Dawson give up that ball just a couple seconds before he wanted to right there. It's an inaccurate pass and 3 and out by this defense.
So the Hawks will get the ball back with 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bingham leads 12-6, but the Hawks will now get the ball back with a chance to take the lead or tie it. The way things special teams have been going tonight.
We call it a false start here, but there's been a focus to where the defense can't jump at the offense to make them go off sides, and he kind of made a forward movement. He didn't cross the line, of course, but made a forward movement. In college, they call it. I don't know about high school.
If that was the case, they did not see it.
Right.
Bingham flinches, and it costs them 5 yards. So they'll now snap the ball from the 19-yard line. Alta's going to have terrific field position no matter what. They almost got there, but a nice punt. Takes a Bingham bounce. It's fielded. The return is made by Ryland Clayton, and he wisely just goes down to save the field position.
Amazing punt.
That was a great punt, considering the circumstances. 46 yards on that punt. And so Alta will still have good field position. They're going to start this drive at their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, with amazing pressure right there. That was a sideline warning there on Bingham. But with the amazing pressure, that was a good punt get off right there. Got a good roll. That punt returner's got to catch it. You got to catch that and force the issue right there. That took a lot of seconds off to get that coverage team down there by letting it roll. But here nor there, Alta's on the charge.
This should be the last play of the third quarter. 1st and 10, Alta. Kachi takes the snap, gonna hand it off. Trevin Cook. Cook rides a defender a few yards up to the 49-yard line. A good pickup on first down to end the third quarter. That will set the stage for what should be an electric finish. The final 12 minutes you do not want to miss. Bingham, Alta, black and blue football. We felt it tonight. You'll feel it again here in the fourth quarter here on Game Night Live Thursday edition. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
It's a busy morning in your house, but for you, it's just another day. You're the one who makes it all happen. The school runs, the practices, and don't forget the recitals. But one day, everything changed when a sudden accident left you injured with your vehicle wrecked. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Running a Marine Products ad while we're sitting here in a booth in 100-degree weather is not fair. I want to go to the lake.
Yeah, for real. I want to go tubing.
But truth is, we've got a great fourth quarter coming here. We're going to battle the heat just like everybody else here. We're going to finish this thing. We're going to finish it with fireworks because these two teams are battling their butts off tonight and giving us a great show. It has not been pretty. It has not been explosive football. It has been black and blue, just as you would expect from Alta and Bingham. Kachi throws, threw behind the receiver, incomplete.
That's a missed opportunity. Ball was thrown behind him. That's a missed opportunity right there because that was open. The linebackers charged the line of scrimmage. It was a good run fake. That RPO was open. You just got to hit him in stride. That was going to be at least a 20-yard gain if he completed that football right there. That's a missed opportunity.
Explosions in the crowd. Our #1 student section in the country bringing it tonight. Great display there.
That's a badge of honor right there, man.
It really is. They're living up to the hype. Trying to cheer their team on here. Down 6 is Alta. Kachi on 3rd down. It's about 3rd down and 5. Sends his brother in motion. And now the whistle blows and it doesn't look good for the offense.
Yeah, that's what sucks. When you get a bad penalty, it'll throw you all the way off. So, or a missed opportunity. They should have completed that RPO. You get a missed opportunity there, loss of the down because you incomplete pass, and then you get a penalty. So now your 3rd down and 4 turns into a 3rd down and 9.
Kachi hands it off. Cook again. Cook finds an edge. Cook with a hole, and he finds the sideline, and he's got a nice first down run.
Choo-choo!
Cook's having a good night.
Cook is cooking. Look at this. Absolutely outstanding job right there. What I like right here is right here, watch him lean forward right there, right into Jaden Cumbie right there, picking up that first down, not making it a hard decision for your offense to go for it or not. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock in this quarter. It's going to be a big fourth quarter for both teams. Let's see how this one ends.
First down for Alta now in Bingham territory. Huge drive for them. back to the run game. Cook again. He's starting to cook, as Sly said. Just in the nick of time, this offense has been trying to find something tonight.
Yeah.
And Alta is just 6 yards away from 100 yards in the game for total yards. And Cook right now has 67 of those yards.
He's doing great, man. He's got great explosiveness, especially after the line of scrimmage. Once he gets to the second level, right, that linebacker level, that second level, he does a great job of sticking his foot in the ground and getting those extra yards. Great explosive first step there.
Kachi takes the snap.
Wow.
Cook breaks the tackle.
Wow.
Cook is loose on the other side. They say he went down.
Oh, he was not down. Oh, my gosh.
They set his knees down. Let's
the ref
take another
has a better
look.
angle than we have.
They're
but
down
I
on the
did
field.
not
Let's
see
give them the
that.
benefit of the doubt.
This was great. He was not down.
He was
my
not
gosh,
down.
that is not a good call. There's a lot of knees in there, so I get that.
Well, that's a tough break
but
for Alta.
But he was not down.
Tough break
that
for
would have
Alta.
been a big play. Big play.
Instead, it's a tackle for loss.
Yeah, it was in the backfield. Turned him around.
Oof.
But yeah, that's a huge loss.
A loss of 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 14. 13 to be exact.
Call
Actually,
timeout?
12. Alta's going to take a timeout.
Oh, you don't ever want your players to call timeout.
No.
Because they don't understand why you need timeouts late in the game.
You don't want to take timeouts in the 4th quarter until it's in the 2-minute drill.
Right.
So while we wait for that timeout, let's take a look back in the time machine. If you're an Alta fan and a Bingham fan, a longtime Alta and Bingham fan, you remember the glory years. Yes, from 2006 through 2010, this was one of not just the most intense rivalry in Utah, but it was one of the most intense rivalries in all of high school football in the nation. Nationally ranked teams playing each other for state championships. Bingham took it in 2006. Alta got revenge in 2007. They stormed the field of Rice Eccles Stadium, and they celebrated a state title a week later over Layton. And then in 2008, going head-to-head in a state championship. You see Ammon Olson holding up that trophy. The Alta Hawks were victorious there. And there's Harvey Longy scoring. He dominated in that championship, that's semifinal game, I should say, in 2009. As Bingham would go on to win the state title that year, Bingham also won in 2010. But for that period of time, Alta and Bingham played a regular season game, and they would almost always play in a semifinal or a final. And it got so big that there was too many people, too many fans at home games, so they had to bring it to Rice Eccles Stadium in the regular season. Both these schools want to get back to that. Kachi avoids the rush, throws, picked off. Intercepted.
Cumbie.
Jaden Cumbie, the junior star, one of the best safeties in the state, a national recruit. There is a flag down.
But I'm feeling it's going against Alta, so
I think Kachi crossed the line of scrimmage when he threw this. No, he did not. So that wasn't the problem. So what is the flag? We'll wait and see what the call is. This is a huge call.
Yeah, Cumbie's a big body. He looks like a linebacker out there on the defensive backfield. Swift, clean. That was an amazing play. But that's
after the turnover, so it is Bingham ball.
Yeah.
They will be penalized 15 yards, but it is a change of possession. The interception counts. Cumbie with a huge pick. The Hawks had momentum. They had a chance to march down the field here and potentially tie or take the lead. And Cumbie comes up big with the interception. And now the Miners can do a little ground and pound and burn some clock and finish this thing off.
That's what Xavier Kachi's going to have to learn and understand. I have a really good kicker.
Yep.
I can use my legs, pick up a lot of yards, and play that field position game we were talking about.
That's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Tua, another good play.
Play that field position game we were talking about at the beginning of the game of pinning your opponent deep. If he goes right there and runs, say he doesn't pick up the first down, you still have the ability to, one, I don't know how great Madden McAllister's leg is. Maybe he could kick the field goal. Or you punt him, sky kick area, you can pin them down inside the 5. We know he's talented enough to do that. You got to play the long game. This is just the beginning of the fourth quarter. That's just a decision on the QB end, and you got to understand where Jaden Cumbie is, because that is a ball that he should not have thrown.
That play stopped the clock. 9:49 left. Dawson takes a shot deep. Incomplete. And a flag comes in late.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There was back and forth right there. I liked the cornerback turning back, but there was a lot of contact here. There's a lot of contact there. He's pushing the guy out, but the other ref's got to come in. Is that a catchable ball? Is that a catchable ball? Would have been my deciding factor, and I don't think it was. But they're going to call that. I think it's a penalty they could have called, but I like the defender getting his head back, but he was still just making too much contact and essentially pushing the receiver out of bounds, which is pass interference.
But you understand the Alta boos.
Yes. Yes.
They didn't like it. So it's first down and 10 for Bingham. They move up to the 46-yard line. The clock not on the side of the Hawks right now, but just down one possession. Alta's got to get a stop here. They bring a blitz. Tui Kolovatu's got the edge. Tui Kolovatu still running into into Alta territory, down to the 39-yard line. He's having a big night.
Look at that.
Look at those blockers.
Absolutely awesome. You got to love it. He's got amazing speed, and he's got to be able
15-yard gain.
Turn it on when he needs to, and he does. He has great patience up front, but he's like, if I see a hole, I'm going for it, and he turns that speed on, and he just goes.
Hosni Suleiman is the injured player. While they're attending to him, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the fourth quarter after this.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Back to the action here. Suleiman gets up. Let's hope it's just cramps. It is extremely hot today. It's cooling a little bit, but honestly, not much. You just stepped out of the booth. It's really not that much cooler
anytime
than it was
we get
earlier.
a break, I'm stepping out. I gotta get it.
89 degrees right now in Sandy.
It's hot, extremely hot.
When's the last time we had a high school game at almost 9 p.m. and it was 89 degrees?
Right.
Brutal conditions. These young men are fighting through it.
This is nothing compared to what I grew up in Las Vegas. It's 100 at 9 p.m. down there. Extremely hot on the turf in Vegas, so these kids can take it. They're all right. I think it's the booth that's hotter. It's actually not bad outside.
A little breeze. We're not getting that breeze in here. Y'all got to smell me right now. That's no fun. 9:20 and counting. Back to their workhorse, Tui Kolovatu, but he's going nowhere this time.
See, that was an excellent job of shooting down and stopping the puller, right? Stopping that puller, Susie could not get around the puller. He did it, and so it was a great job by Alta at stopping the point of attack and making sure there was nowhere for Susie to go.
We're under 9 minutes to play in the game. Dawson takes a shot deep. They connect. He's got it inside the 20. First down and more.
Great route.
Great catch. Jamo Montoya, the junior receiver. We have not heard from him tonight.
That's a great in-out route right there.
A gain of 22.
He comes from the other side of the field on a crossing route right there. Man coverage, that's hard to do. You got to cover him so far. Great job by Knox at seeing him and making that throw.
Paella, I believe that time, number 2 on the carry. It is. How about this sophomore quarterback? You know, Coach Johnson raved about him. And it's not just Coach Johnson I've heard talking about him. Like, Alta knew they got a dude, and they were ready for it. And they've done a decent job of defending the pass. I mean, you look at Knox's numbers, they're not going to pop off the sheet, but this is a sophomore quarterback in just a second start against a tough defense, and he's really picked his spots and done a good job leading this offense. That is the longest completion of the game, by the way. Throw in the middle, incomplete. Just missed.
I was a little rushed, but understandably there was defenders in the rushing lane, and of course that's the RPO game, right? And so there was defenders in that passing game, so that was just, I don't think that was there either way. If he completed that, his receiver was about to get lit up. If he held it a little longer, that wouldn't have worked for the RPO game, so that just didn't work.
7:43 to play. Dawson in trouble. Dawson avoids the rush. Now scrambling right, throws. Knocked down. Great pass play there. Great play in the pass game on defense by Pagel, who's had a big night as a DB.
He almost had himself another one.
He did.
And if he was able to reverse field and go out, he might have went to the end zone right there. That was an awesome defensive job there by Lucas Pagel. And again, that's another opportunity, right? Another opportunity, you're getting that team on the ropes to make a play right there. Here he goes, Knox gets out of the pocket. But look at the eyes by Lucas. If he catches this ball, he would have fell out of bounds. But that would have been a turnover that Alta needs.
So it's 4th down. And Bingham is going to attempt a field goal. At least that's what they brought out personnel-wise. But Bingham's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here because this is a really interesting time in the ball game. It's 12-6, and a field goal gives Bingham a 2-score lead. And I don't know if Alta's got 2 possessions left available to them with 7:37 left to play. So this is a huge moment. But Bingham has had trouble on special teams tonight. They have missed an extra point, and they have missed a field goal attempt. So this is an interesting moment. Alta needs to stop. They need to come away here without giving up any points. And then their offense has got a shot. Down just 6.
Well, now we've seen freakier things happen.
Oh, for sure.
So we could
sure.
definitely see something. They could get a blocked field goal right here and get a big return off of it. They could do a lot of hopefully nobody takes their helmet off. There could be a lot of things here. Alta just make sure they cannot give up. They cannot give up. They have to force the issue because, as you've said, Bingham's had tons and tons.
Tucker Brown from 28 yards. The kick is up. No good. Wide left again, and Alta, their defense steps up again. Number 5, Pagel, bouncing to the sideline. His batted down ball helped him get off the field here. And now Alta, down by just 6, has a chance to not only tie it, but take the lead here on their home field. 7:33 left to play. Here we go. This is what we came for. A game this close, a physical battle between 2 longtime rivals.
Oh, yeah, man.
We need to stoke this thing up again.
Oh, yeah.
Just like it was back in the day, and this is a start. These teams will look forward to playing each other again next year the way this has gone. This has been fun.
This is what Coach Coach Burdett was talking about. He was just like, this is going to be a tough game. And I said it's going to come down to those last 6 minutes of the football game and who's going to be stronger and who's going to hold up more.
Kachi takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. Up the middle, not much there. Now, Coach Burdett this week called his team a sneaky good team.
Sneaky good. A lot of under-the-radar players, a lot of guys that are not getting the attention that they should, but he has talent all over the place, from his offensive line to tight end room, defensively, as we see it. It's an awesome defensive game. There's a lot of guys who are moving extremely well, understand the game of football, doing a great job on Alta's defensive side of the ball, and we've seen Trevin Cook and the other talent they have on this football team. A very, very good, sneaky good team.
7 minutes and counting. Kachi takes a snap. Hands it off. Cook trying to get outside. He will not. What a play for Bingham. The Miners get another stop. Jaylee Thompson with a TFL, -5 yards.
Huge.
And now Alta's facing 3rd and long.
Huge, right? Because at the end of the day, Bingham has the lead right here, and you're not going to be able to do anything of flipping the field. Like, even if you get a good punt by Madden McAllister, it's going to be 40, 45 yards. That's still going to put Bingham around midfield. So that was a huge loss of going in the wrong direction. And Alta's going to have to do something here. Again, we're now heading into 6 minutes left in this football game. What is Alta made of?
3rd and long for Alta. Kachi. He's got to make it happen. Kachi with his legs. Kachi fighting through that defense. He's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
Big
and Alta's got a big
time.
decision here.
I would go for it. I'd go for it and make it happen here. Your defense is playing great, but at the end of the day, if you give Bingham the ball, they can literally just run the clock out. And you don't want that, so you got to go. And that's what I was trying to say. I was saying, Xavier Kachi, you get in these situations, don't force the ball. You can run the football with your legs. You have great legs. You had 90 yards rushing last week. Why are you trying to force it with your arm? And that's what he does right there. He does a great job of picking up 13 yards.
Kachi under center. On 4th down. It's a handoff. Up the middle, fighting for it. He's got it. 1st down, Alta. How about that front? When they absolutely had to, they moved the earth and pick up the 1st down.
The whistle blew because it was stalemated and Bingham had stripped the football, so Bingham thinks that they did it, but the whistle should have blown. It should still be Alta's ball, 1st down here. See, the whistle should be blown right now, and then Bingham is stripping at the football. That's a great job by Trevor Cook right there, totally understanding that, look, I got to go. I got to get in there. I got to make this happen now. So here's your star players. Where are your star players at? They got to make plays when plays are to be had here, starting with Xavier Kachi.
The drive stays alive. 1st and 10 from the 34. Kachi throws. Catch is made.
Get out of bounds.
Complete. Out of bounds. Breck Warren with the catch. Alta has some momentum with 4:52 left to play. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
They're not even in the 2-minute drill yet.
Kachi's got to make the right decision. Again, don't force it. You got Jaden Cumbie over there. You do not want to throw that way too often.
You learned that lesson already.
Hit that check down route to Lucas Pago. Pick up some good yardage.
Trips to his left. Kachi takes a snap. Now he's going to move forward. Now he's going to run. Kachi using his legs, using his strength, fighting to the sideline. He's got a 1st down. The Hawks are now at the 49-yard line.
Good decision there. They're giving it to you. Those rush lanes are open for Kachi to go out there and make plays like this, picking up the 1st down, extending this drive, giving more confidence to this team. What that's going to do, that's going to make coverage a little – you're going to have one less guy in coverage because they're worried about Kachi's leg, and that's going to allow your receivers to come open.
The Hawks rallied last week in the 4th quarter. Came from behind to beat Springville. Can they do the same against Bingham? Kachi's in trouble. Uses his feet.
There he
now
goes.
He's got time. The heat still comes. Kachi unloads. Taking a deep shot. Incomplete.
Woo-hoo. I see him running around, but at that point, when his receivers see that, they got to uncover. They got to uncover. Everybody's got to go to the end zone. He's looking for something deep. You know he can throw that ball, as you can see evidence there. But that's not just one guy. That's all these guys have to get themselves open because that's a broken play. Whatever we had called is not the same play. Everybody's got to uncover right there to help Xavier out. But great job extending the play there by Xavier Kachi.
2nd and 10 from their own 49-yard line. 4:34 left to play. Kachi with a quick hitter. Catch is made. He's got room to run into the secondary. Into Bingham territory. Down to the 32-yard line. Once again, he goes to Breck Warren, and Warren's having a great drive here.
Yeah, he is. Look at that throw. That was, look at the speed and velocity on this strike right here. The cornerback's playing that far up. You see that window in between Cumbie and the linebacker right there? That is a very tight window, and you have to throw a perfect spiral at the right time to make that work right there. So great route by the receiver and great throw by Xavier Kachi.
An 18-yard gain for Breck Warren. This is the longest drive of the game. 9 plays for Alta. Kachi, empty backfield, throws it to Cook. Cook hesitates. Cook dances. Cook fighting through defenders. Bingham trying to strip the ball. They think they have it. The officials say he was whistled down. So no turnover.
Yeah, Alta's got to really recognize that Bingham's trying to strip that football right there. So they gotta do a great job of covering the football here because Bingham's looking for that strip. But again, this could be another heartbreak for Bingham, right? Leading this whole football game, they get down there.
Same story last week.
Right?
Alta
is rolling right now. They got good momentum.
First, actually second down and about 6. That's a first down. The Hawks making it happen on this drive. That'll move the chains. They've got momentum. Rylan Clayton on the catch. And Sly Kachi seems to be settling in here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's all it is. Football's about rhythm, offensively, defensively. If I can get my rhythm, and that's what I was saying, that front seven was throwing off Alta's rhythm. He wasn't comfortable. All his passes, simple passes from the hitch routes to the out routes were so off. But once you get a quarterback with some rhythm, things start rolling, man, and that's exactly what's happening right now for Xavier Kachi, and he's looking great on this drive.
Bingham just called the timeout. We're going to take a very short break. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this one. Bingham 12, Alta 6, but the Hawks are in the red zone here on Game Night Live, Thursday edition.
For those who run on grit, who are driven by more, who need a trailer that can keep up, make moves with Trailer Boss. Unrivaled selection, unparalleled service. No comparison. Trailer Boss. Make boss moves.
We are back. We've got a great one here. Bingham leads out to 12-6. Alta driving now in the red zone with a chance to tie or take the lead. We need to mention, Sly, Bingham's going to kick themselves because they've missed 2 extra points, 2 field goals, and they had the bad snap. They could have had a lot more points in this game, but here they are in big trouble here with 2:56 left. Alta driving in the red zone. Kachi feels the heat, steps up. He's going to run. Kachi fighting into the secondary, down to the 5-yard line. Xavier Kachi making it happen here in the fourth quarter.
As we said, Xavier Kachi can run the football. I don't know why he wasn't doing this earlier in the football game, but this is a great decision. They drop back in zone, and you got an athletic quarterback. It makes it that much harder to tackle in space on the 13-yard gain by Xavier Kachi. Great job. They're down inside 2 minutes and 30 seconds here. They can waste time. It doesn't matter. I don't think Bingham has the type of offense that's going to go down the field in under 2 minutes. You score whenever you can here. Don't try to eat up as much clock as possible. That is unnecessary. You need to score and score right now.
Just their second red zone trip tonight. They scored on the other one. Here they go, up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown. The Hawks have tied it on a Kachi touchdown run, but flags all over the place.
And that's going to be a penalty on Kachi.
And a very, very unintelligent play to end it. He's going to regret that.
That's emotion.
I get it.
You got to have emotional intelligence, though, and understand the severity of the moment right there, and act like you've been there before is what my coaches used to tell me. That was a heady call. I don't even know if the whole team was on it. That was all Xavier Kachi right there. He said they were light on the edge. They had a heavy set to the right there. Bingham was cheating that way. They weren't even paying attention to it. Called his own number, gets into the end zone. That is what you talk about being a heady football player. And that right there is why Xavier Kachi.
Now that is a huge mistake on the penalty because the game is tied. All you needed was 3 yards and you take a lead. But this is a much different and much more challenging field goal attempt.
But this is why you're just here for the kicker. This is why.
Madden McAllister. This is the biggest kick of your life right now with 2:10 left to play to give Alta the lead. A 35-yard extra point. It's good. It's good. And Xavier Kachi owes Madden McAllister dinner. 12 plays, 80 yards, and 5:23 after the 5-yard run by Xavier Kachi. And the Alta Hawks have come back to take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
The comeback kid, Sly.
It's so funny. You know, we talk to these coaches to get the personality of these teams. Every single word that we've heard from both coaches has came into play.
Yeah.
They have both very talented football teams, but what did Coach Burdett say about his team? We are better than we were before because we can finish games now. We know how to act in the fourth quarter. We have better leadership is what he said. And that's exactly what happened right there. Your senior running backs, Lucas Pagel, amazing job on the defensive side of the ball right there. You got Trevin Cook doing a great job of running the football. But Xavier Kachi, way to step up in this football game. We've said it all game. In order for Alta to come out with a victory, to make some kind of noise in this game, it's got to be him. And that's exactly what's happened. He's used his legs on multiple occasions to get his rhythm going. Then he was throwing great. Then he was throwing the ball to Breck Warren. It was just an amazing job by the senior leadership on this football team to get them in this position to end this football game.
Matt and McAllister with the Skin Science Institute kickoff. McAllister, an unlikely hero tonight. A 35-yard extra point to give Alta the lead. Now, 2:10 left to play. Plenty of time for Bingham. They'll now put the football in the hands of their sophomore quarterback.
How many timeouts do these guys got on each side? This is where we're talking about those timeouts early in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure if the scoreboard's right, but it looks like Bingham may have only one timeout. Or one or two timeouts here.
We're trying to confirm how many timeouts Bingham has.
I will confirm that, but not sure. And that's going to come in extreme handiness for both sides. I think Alta's going to want to have to use their timeouts, although they want the clock to burn out. But they still want it. But Bingham, if they wasted a timeout earlier in this quarter, that's exactly one of the reasons why you don't want to have that happen.
We are set up for a fantastic finish here. What a game. Here we go. Bingham's going to run it right up the middle.
Keep that clock moving. Keep that clock moving.
Tui Kolavatu, who's had a huge night. He's into the 80-yard mark on the night. He's approaching 20 carries. He'll probably hit it on this drive. The sophomore throws. Incomplete.
A little out of reach, little out of reach.
That'll stop the clock for Bingham.
It's a safe
but it's
throw.
third down.
The defender was inside. Got to be a little tighter to give the receiver an opportunity there, but it's a safe throw. But it does, as JJ said there, stops the clock, allows them to get their composure back. It's third down.
Third and 3 for Bingham. Huge opportunity for the Alta Hawks defense.
Knox, are you going to pick this up with your legs?
Knox Dawson in trouble, throws it away, incomplete.
Great job. Got it back to the
And
line
if any of
scrimmage.
anybody in the box knows who number 8 is, please let me know.
Yeah, this crowd is absolutely
That was a great play.
In it right now, making it extremely hard for the sophomore quarterback. But look at that pressure on the back end right there. Not allowing him to escape. And now this is a big, big fourth down. Now what do? They've had success running the ball. Are you going to run the ball on fourth down when the game's on the line?
Absolutely. They're going to give it to Tui Kolavatu.
Ball's out!
It's loose! Ball's out! Who's got it?
They got it back. Bingham's got it back.
The Miners recover. The result is a first down for Bingham. Tui Kolavatu's been awesome all night.
Your head on the football.
What a great job. And that was number 6, Mason Clark, who's had a tremendous game tonight. Intercepted! Intercepted! Guess who? Lucas Pagel!
It's a still interception. Sideline warning there. Penalties. All these penalties are going against Alta, but it's all after the play. The interception counts. This is Alta's football. Lucas Pagel steps up again. We talked about his importance. You know, he did a great job running the football last week, but amazing job right here at Knox Dawson trying to win it all. You have a minute and 20 seconds left. You don't have to go for the goal. Lucas Pagel has been a guy who's interrupted a lot of things that you got going on here.
There's flags in the field.
Yeah,
it looked like it came after the play, but we will wait and see.
It was sideline warning, and I think, of course, Lucas Pagel took his helmet off. We talked about that earlier in the game. So both of these penalties are against them. I think they'll only enforce one of the penalty. But, yeah, because they did give a sideline warning earlier in the game. But that's definitely sideline interference right there. They jumped on the field in excitement, understandable. Lucas Pagel energy, again, understandable, but you got to have emotional intelligence, act like you've been there before. But wow, Xavier Kachi or Lucas Pago, who's your player of the game? Oh my God!
I got to go with Pagel. The interception before was huge. The interception there to seal it was huge. He also contributed on offense.
Well, that PBU down here too.
Yes, that too.
To force the field goal that they end up missing.
He came up clutch tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, I give Xavier Kachi credit. Well, look at the call here.
Sideline interference. And sportsmanlike penalty. Taking the helmet off. Yeah.
So everything on Alta.
So Alta has possession, but they're going to march them back, and it's just a matter of time now for the Hawks. You know, Bingham does have 2 timeouts we have confirmed. Bingham has 2 timeouts. We have some confusion on the timeouts. We will see.
They have 1 or 2.
I don't want to call it yet because we don't know the timeout situation.
Yeah.
But there's 1:17 left on the clock.
Essentially, if they have 1 timeout, game's over. Take a knee.
They're going to run it.
Don't run the football. Take a knee.
Cook runs, and he's stopped. 1:12 left, and they're going to call timeout. Now, Sly, I got to give Xavier Kachi credit. He did not play well.
No.
In the first 3 quarters.
Yes.
Just the statistics are not what he's going to be proud of. 8 of 19, 56 yards, 2 interceptions. But in the fourth quarter, in the clutch, we talked to Coach Burdett, and we talked about the edge that he's brought this program. They needed a senior leader. They needed a guy that come in with some moxie. He's got it. He's got it, and he showed it there in the fourth quarter tonight. Maybe a little too much in the end zone. Almost cost his team there, but he brings that moxie and confidence to this team.
Well, here's the thing. If you just look at the stat sheet, you're going to be like, oh, he's terrible. He had a horrible game. But it's the plays that count, right? And this defense keeping them in the game.
It's the scoreboard that counts.
Right? They had, 4 yards before their last drive going into halftime, right? They picked it up in the second half a bit there. Lucas Pago makes a great interception, leads to their first score. But absolutely terrific job of staying in it, right? And that's exactly what you were saying with Burdett, of great leadership on this football team, of finishing football games. That conditioning that he was talking about, of being able to finish games, is of utmost importance in this football game, man. And I can't say enough to this team's resilience and staying in it, because Bingham had them up against the ropes to where they could quit and fold at any point, but they stayed in it. Here they go. So we'll see if Bingham burned a timeout. We'll see if they have another one here. Take a knee. Oh,
another handoff.
Stop running the ball.
Cook stopped.
So they only had that 1 timeout.
And the clock runs. And I don't think this is going to end
Please take
in Bingham's favor. There's no play clock.
Last thing I need to see is somebody fumble and somebody get it. I'm not trying to put that energy out there, but
it is 3rd down.
As a coach, I am begging you, best formation in football, get in it in this football game right now.
And we mentioned Alta for the comeback. If you're Bingham, Sly, this is just such a gut punch. You got 275 total yards.
Yeah.
You had balance in the pass and the rush. I thought your sophomore quarterback made a lot of plays tonight. You're going to go back and you're going to say, we blew it on special teams. You got to be good in all phases.
Yeah.
And the points that they missed, both on extra points and on field goals, ends up being the difference.
Yeah.
That's tough.
This is huge, right? Another 1-point loss for Bingham. A great football. Bingham's a great football team.
Very physical.
But you got same thing that Coach Johnson was talking about, the miscues, the simple things of missed opportunities, and it's the little things. When you go against these great teams, which Bingham has an outstanding, exhibition schedule. When you get into region play, they're going to have to come up, and I think they can challenge a few people in there. Now Mountain Ridge is doing an amazing job.
Mountain Ridge, Harriman, Westlake,
what that matchup is like, but this is a really good football team. If they can clean up those little things, special team of utmost importance, they can win a lot of football games and turn heads here later in the season.
Victory formation for the Alta Hawks. Kachi kneels. That'll do it. What a comeback. For the 2nd consecutive week, the Alta Hawks rally in the fourth quarter to get a huge win on their home field.
It's got to feel good.
Alta 13, Bingham 12 final, and a throwback of some of those great Alta Bingham games that we watched almost 2 decades ago.
Absolutely terrific. I'm a sucker for good football, and we've been talking about it all game. I love defense. I love these teams fighting to the end, extreme grit. Things that didn't happen all game happening in the final 6-7 minutes of the game. But Alta, man, is showing never giving up mentality, and being able to do it is just some extreme confidence and absolutely. If that doesn't give you juice for the rest of the season, back-to-back weeks, your back's against the rope, but you don't give up and you get the W. All anybody's going to remember is the W, and you got the W. Look at how happy Lucas Pagel is right there running around. He is juiced.
It's clear to me Sly Alta is going to be a factor in 5A this year. This is a 5A contender. They've grown up. They're now in that tier of teams in 5A that could try to challenge Orem for a 5A state title.
Well, they have the 5 components that you need to win. Great special teams. They have a great kicker, right? They have great defense. We've seen that. Their defense is outstanding. They held up a lot in here. They can run the football. Trevin Cook is an outstanding running back, and that offensive line can move people. If you can get rushing yards against this defensive front, you can run the football. Xavier Kachi's a winner, right? He gets things done, man. And that team be able to finish games in that fourth quarter and keep their heads up. They can make comebacks that'll be damaging to other people in the 5A, man. So, yes, Alta is definitely going to be a force to reckon with come end of the season.
That's a wrap from Alta High School in Sandy. Thanks to Austin Miley Rustin on stats, Tanner Tripp and Austin Bigelow on camera. Trevor Allen pushed the buttons here in the booth. What a night. For Steven Sylvester, I'm Jeremiah Jensen. So long from Alta High School. We will see you on Game Night Live tomorrow night. Woods Cross will host Westfield in a big 5A battle. We'll be live at 6:55 on KSL Digital 5.3. So long from Alta High School.
Wow. What a game. What a game, what a game.
You are cleared right now.
What's that?